Okay, one sec. I think I there goes my alarm. Hold up. I think my audio is like being. Hello. Yeah, I'm still echoey, aren't I? Welcome. Hi. Okay, that fixed it. I was like, I think my reverb's still on from last time. Yeah, it is. Hello. Hello. How are you? I'm good. I'm lagging a little bit. How are we doing? I'm good. How are you? I have my game open in the background. How's the audio? Oh my god, it's so quiet. You know what I realized? I can put a gain on the game. It's like a max for me, but for some reason in here it's super quiet. How is the audio? Is it like loud? Can you hear the game? So today we will be playing Upwards Reign, the Post Office of Farewells. A little bit of this story. I got reached out to by the devs and they asked me if I would be interested in playing their game. And I was like, oh, it's a game about a bird and a post office. And I was like, wow, that sounds a lot like my job. I don't work in a post office. I work at a shrine, but similar enough. You know, I work with mail. I work with a lot of papers and paperwork. I have to say though, the stupidest thing about one of my like jobs is that they're like, oh, you know what we should have you do? It'd be a great idea of your time. We're gonna hand you a big stack of paper every single day, and you're gonna stamp every single page. You're gonna stamp every single page individually. And whoa, where'd I go? What the heck? That's so weird. I disappeared for a second. Holy moly. I did a little vanishing act. Wow. But yeah, they make me stamp like pages. So many pages. I'm like, is this really necessary? Like, why? Like, I don't know. They make me stamp. Date stamp specifically too. Date stamp. It's like, oh, one page. Like, wow. And I'm so bored doing it. I'm like, oh my god. Anyways, let me set this up. I love Scuff. I love not having anything set up before a stream. But yeah, I'm doing well. We're in the middle of like doing something new with like my my job. So it's actually been really boring at work. They're like, oh yeah, we have nothing to do, so we're just gonna sit here. I was like, great. Anyways, let's get into the game. Am I in the way? I might be in the way. How's this? This game? Far from the hustle and bustle of the capital of Alchemica, Alchemica, lies a small coastal village by the name of Vitae. In the mornings, those who live near Earthfoot residences are awoken by the scent of fresh bread being baked and cloth being spun, magic imbued within every creation. Throughout the day, Seaborn work tirelessly, the hammering of nails and sawing of wood being telltale signs of their presence. Though few in number, you can seemingly find one just about everywhere you go. Wow, you can't hear the game at all. I have it on max volume, by the way. There's like this really, really quiet sound of the ocean, which you guys cannot hear apparently. I'm gonna max out the gain, and if we all lose our eardrums, then that's the game. I did hear that the audio in this game is quite quiet. As the sun sinks low, the spark bounds make themselves known, the quiet humming of their devices serving as a familiar ambience, as well as a promise that tomorrow will awaken to some new manner of convenience or innovation, though whether it'll last till the following sunset is always an uncertainty. However, on the far eastern outskirts of the village, there lies a place that seldom makes a sound, a gargantuan tree, climbing so high into the heavens that the clouds hide its canopy from view. However, on the far eastern outskirts of the village, there lies a place that seldom. Wait. Oh, I just said the same thing. And at its base, Morton Post, a modest little post office that Gailkind called her home. Okay, let me turn down the volume. Now it's loud. The chime of a small bell tied to the entrance rings out through the empty building just as it has done for the past 20 days. I love the art style, they're so cute. And just as they had done the past 20 days, two sets of footsteps follow soon after, belonging to a young sea-born girl and the botanist who until moments ago was tending to the tree's exterior. While the scent of wood is overpowering to most on their first visit, the girl seems to struggle with it even after a few weeks of daily check-ins. The office, being situated in a tree's interior, makes it inescapable. With no windows, they can open and mitigate it.
Rain?
Oh
You're
my
on shift
god,
today.
he's so loud.
We've got a visitor.
By the way, this game is fully voiced. It's like a visual novel. It's just gonna be like watching a show. It is a puzzle game too, so it's like both. It's interesting. Though the back doors conceal much, they can't disguise the fluttering and tumbling as a flightly little courier clumsily barrels forth, eventually opening the door with a slam.
Hi! Hello! I'm here!
Good morning. I was half worried you'd still be in bed.
Nope. Wide awake. Just like every other day.
They're so cute. Aww.
Ah, of course, of course. And you simply didn't hear the bell ring since you were too engrossed in your morning duties, I trust?
Well, you know, courier's work is never done.
They're so cute. I love the art style.
All too true.
I fell for it again. Missouri is so easy to trick.
Anyway, I'll leave the both of you to it. There's still some branches that need trimming out front, and I'd like that sorted before the day's deliveries.
With the wave, Mizora makes their leave, the chime of the bell above the door marking the end of the conversation and the start of Rain's current task. She finally turns to Morton Post's guests, her smile instinctively dropping as she does so.
Oh, it's her again. I've only had front desk duty a few times the past little while, but it's always gone the same way. Her name is Mila. She's expecting a letter.
Oh, I'm in the way.
What the protocol tells me to say, and tell her that no, it hasn't arrived yet, and no, I can't double check.
When the customer asks if their thing is there, and then you go, no, let me check the back for you, and then you walk to the back and you just you stare at the wall for 5 minutes.
She leaves the post office looking super sad, which makes me feel sad too.
Aww. The little courier shakes the thoughts from her mind, a stray feather or two coming loose and floating away in the process. Once the ruffling stops, a smile returns to her face.
It's okay. Just stick to the script, Rain. Word for word. Kale will get mad if you don't. Hello, welcome to Mortem Post. What's your business with us today, miss?
I think a letter from my friend should have arrived by now. It hasn't been delivered yet, though.
I see. Can I get your name?
If she's been there for a couple days, don't you, like, memorize her name already?
It's Mila.
They're like, hi, Mila. Hi again. For like the third time this week. I had customers like that. When I work at the shrine, I get regulars. It's like, oh, it's you again, hey. Rain dips 2 of her wing feathers in ink and scribbles down the date and Mila's name on the list they keep behind the desk. Hello, what game is this and how are you today? I'm doing well. The game is called Upwards Rain, the Post Office of Farewells. It is a visual novel that is fully voiced with a very cute art style as well as a puzzle game. And I am well, thank you. How are you? What you up to? Did you do anything fun recently or, I don't know, anything new, exciting, special? Anything interesting? She wonders how helpful this rule can be as she wipes the remaining ink off with the nearby rag. But when the entire page is filled with nothing but Mila's name.
Okay, I've got your name written down. We'll look into it as soon as we're able, but unfortunately, if it hasn't arrived at this time, there's a chance we haven't gotten it in yet.
She's got so much more patience than I do, because if I saw this person coming in every single day for like the past 2 weeks, I'd be like, you again? We don't have it.
Are you sure? You can't check in the back just in case? It's been a long time.
This part is always the hardest.
I'm doing alright, just got back home from work. Check with my girlfriend, won a few rounds of Overwatch. Nice! Congrats! I've never played Overwatch, but sounds fun. Nice. Always nice, like, you know, coming home from work and you're like, time to, like, bed rot.
I can't. Sorry, miss.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have.
The girl goes off script, turning away to hide the tears starting to well in her eyes before she says her goodbye. Oops.
I'm sorry for bothering you. I won't come back tomorrow.
Aww.
Promise.
Is she crying?
I love the art style, by the way. It's so cute. This kind of look with like the pen texture. Ooh, I like that. The light colors.
I know she's always been sad about it, but this feels way worse.
Something in Rain feels heavy, as if she had somehow swallowed a paperweight, tying up and twisting her insides before settling in her heart. Watching Mila drag her feet towards the door, a single thought enters Rain's mind, spurring her to jump over the desk and speak up before the bell had a chance. If Kylie never learns that I broke a rule, that's basically the same as not breaking a rule at all. Exactly, guys.
Wait!
If a tree falls in a forest, did it fall at all? Meanwhile, if nobody catches you, technically the rule hasn't been broken. Mia jumped so high it would put any self-respecting courier's flight to shame. However, she stays in place once grounded again. Rain leans in, bringing her voice down to a whisper.
I'm gonna ask something, but you can never, ever tell anyone I said anything, okay?
So how is the audio of this game? Do I need to turn it up a little?
Okay.
I'm gonna increase the volume of this game. It's kind of quiet.
The rules say I can't go back and check for you, but what if you went back and checked for you? Then we'd be fine.
Aren't there any rules about letting me back there? We wouldn't be whispering right now if there wasn't, right?
Ah, she's good. Well, even if there is, it'll only be for a little bit. We just gotta be quick and quiet. And if I'm going to break one rule, I at least want it to be the one where she gets to see it for herself.
Volume is okay for me, but then again, I got pretty good hearing. Yeah, I just want to be able to hear like the game properly without like, you know, being proportional. Because I don't want it to be like the game volume is super quiet, and then my voice is like kind of normal loud, right? So that like if you turn up the volume all the way, I want it to be like at least balanced in some way.
If it won't get you in trouble.
It won't! We'll be super sneaky and be back here before you know it.
You're Rain, right? That's what Mizore called you earlier.
Yeah, and you're Mila.
Mila offers a small smile, a new and exciting experience for Rain. Aww.
Thank you, Rain.
No problem. Let's get moving.
Ooh. To Rain, the back of the post office is a familiar, comforting place. The same is true for most of all the Gale kind. The insular people rarely leave their nests save for when their work requires as much. For Mila, however, she feels as if she's stepping into an entirely new world as she catches her first glimpse of the interior. Aww. Little birds. Abundance of natural light provided by the numerous windows to the outside provide her with more than enough opportunity to take her surroundings in. An infinite cascade of colorful letters floats slowly down from the eternally tall tree, the messages from the departed reminiscent of confetti for never-ending festivity. She looks upward towards their source, following a trail of stairways, perches, and doors along the outer edge of the trunk. So the game hasn't explained it yet, but I will say, based off of what I've read from the prologue, the post office that they work at is called Post-Mortem, which is very, very funny because it's a pun on the post office and like death. So basically, it's a post office where they receive letters from the afterlife of people who leave messages like for their loved ones who are still alive. So it's a little bit of a, I think it's a sad story. So the letters fall from like above, and then they collect the letters and they distribute it to the people. It doesn't take long for her eyes to reach their destination, a giant net several stories above, colored as a rainbow through the gaps of rope. To be a courier, the ground floor.
Welcome to Mortem Post.
Oh, sorry, not post-mortem, it's modem post. Which is even funnier because it's like a reverse. It's post-mortem, modem post.
It's... wow.
I know! It's the best place in the whole world!
How high up does it go?
I asked Grandma the same thing once. She's the postmaster, but even she didn't know. So I guess the answer is just, really, really high.
Oh, how do you avoid getting lost in a place so big?
Well, the world outside the tree is bigger. How do you avoid getting lost out there?
Oh,
The seaborn visage in place, a small hint of red tinting her cheeks.
Well, don't worry. I know this place like the back of my wing. The ground level, anyway.
okay. I'll follow you as best I can. Please don't fly away, though.
I know you Seaborn can't fly with those noodle arms. It's fine. Anyway, let's get going then. We'll find your cubby in no time.
Rain does a quick about-face, her cloak muffling the ruffle of her wings beneath, and begins marching to the opposite side of the room with Mila following close behind. Rain occasionally catches some letters mid-air and skims the names before filing them away in her cloak.
All of the envelopes are really colorful compared to the usual mail we get.
Yep, Grandma says she thinks it's so the letters stand out more and don't get lost.
She thinks?
If she doesn't know for sure, then a real answer just doesn't exist. She knows everything there is to know about this place.
Isn't it kind of scary to work at a place where no one knows how things work?
Nah, I think it's cool.
The small talk between the two continues as they round the one corner and then another. Eventually, the two find themselves in a large room with numerous outgoing boxes, one for each person in Vitae. Rain takes her time filing away the letters she intercepted on her way over, starting from the bottom just as she was taught, while Mila is much more anxious to find her own box. Eventually, with other letters put in their rightful places, Rain stops in front of a cubby. Mila assumes it must be hers, even if the vertical writing is unreadable to her. Rain gestures with her wing, confirming her hunch.
It's empty.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But at least now you know, right?
Mila sniffles.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
What for? It's not your fault that nothing's there.
Mom told me that Dandelion wasn't going to send me anything and I needed to stop bothering the post office workers.
I wonder if Dandelion is a human.
I lied and said I was going out to play instead.
Her mom said her friend wouldn't have anything to tell her? That's so mean. Why would she say something like that? Just because it's been a long time?
No, I don't think so. She said the same thing at the start, too.
That's so cruel. Were you and Dandelion super close?
Yeah, Andy and I did everything together. She was my best friend. I thought I was hers, too, but she would have said something by now, wouldn't she?
I'm sure she cared about you a ton. Please don't cry. Sometimes things just take a while to find their way out of the office. Dandelion's letter must be around here somewhere.
Mom said they usually come fast when I asked her, though.
Yeah, well, are you gonna listen to your mom or someone who works here? What's she know?
True. Well, I think Rain thinks a clever point. Mila's tears don't stop. The little courier looks upwards, searching for some sort of miracle solution that would ease her new friend's mind. There, she spots a door that gives her the beginnings of an idea. Oh, I love this face. Cute.
I know somewhere else we can look.
Really? And you think it'll be there?
For sure, but we've gotta grab some things first.
Aw, cute.
Ta-da! Home sweet home!
You live in the post office?
Of course! All of us do.
How big is
the
this
mill
tree?
never stops, so neither can we.
Wow, you couriers are really cool.
The coolest ever! Oh, well, let's get looking before someone shows up. We should find a cloak first. I think I left one in my laundry basket.
Your dirty laundry basket?
They're all clean, don't worry. Kale keeps telling me to fold my clothes and put them away, but it's easier to just leave them in there. I don't really get it.
She's so mean. Why would I put clothes away when I'm just gonna use them again and just leave them in a I'm kidding. I have a like a drawer and I just shove everything in there, but I don't really fold. 100% agree, folding is 100% a need. Exactly, just roll it up in a ball. I roll my clothes, I don't really fold, I just kind of roll it into like a little towel. Use stamps to reach the top. In your adventure through Mortem Post, you'll use Rain's trusty stamp collection to puzzle your way out of situations. Also, hello! Select a stamp using mouse or button. Next, place the stamp in an open spot using the same button. Be sure to try lots of different combinations and good luck on your ascent. Wait. Oh. Wait. How does this game work? Oh.
What? Nothing? But I really remember leaving it in here.
You sure like that dress design a lot.
Okay, so I have to click the stamp and then put it over there.
Oh, since we don't leave the tree much, we order all of our clothes in big batches. I thought that's what they did outside, too.
Not really. Mom and I live next to Bell House. Oh, sorry. A little Earthfoot cloth craft shop. So we get new clothes all the time.
I am really confused about the concept of like Earthfoot and then Sea Folk. And then I think they're called, I forgot the name. I'm really confused. Is it like My Little Pony where there's like species of like unicorns and ground ponies? Like what is this?
Mom says it's important since we don't have any magic like everyone else does.
Oh yeah! Big Sis told me about that. Did you know the magic you get from your clothes and food is what makes the letters come down from the top of the tree?
Oh, I don't really like the apple treats they bring over for picnics, but maybe I should try and eat them more.
Oh yeah! Big Sis.
Oh, I can scroll. What the heck?
I don't.
I like your clothes though. They're super pretty.
I'm learning the controls. So scrolling takes me back for some reason, and then pressing F for some reason takes a screenshot. Interesting.
Thank you. Dandy liked them too.
Okay, so Dandy is a human. Or a person. Not an animal. I was like, okay, maybe Dandy's not replying to you because Dandy's like a dog or something, but no.
She wore it every day. Until...
Whoa! Okay, let's keep looking.
I don't believe it, my bet's still on dog. Well, maybe a dog can write, I don't know. Maybe some sort of magic lets them write letters. Okay, inspect. This is my desk. I was practicing writing up until way late last night. I love this art style. They're so cute. They have a bunch of guest artists making art for like different parts of the story, so the art style changes a little bit.
What if...
It's a lot cleaner than I thought it would be. What is that sound? Anyway, no cloak here. Let's keep looking.
There it is! Okay, Mila, put it on. It may be a little big. Sorry.
Wait, I just noticed that she's got like bird legs.
It's okay.
The bow is the hardest part. Here, let me help.
Well...
Look, she's got bird legs. Cool. I don't see the rest of her body. I don't know what her body looks like.
Well, it's a start, but we need to find you some barding. Your feet are a dead giveaway.
Are they like centaurs? Or like harpies? Like the upper body is... Yeah, have you ever seen the picture of a harpy? Or what are they called? Sirens sometimes? They have like the upper body of like a human, but then like the legs become like eagle legs, and then they have the wings of the bird, and they have like a human looking face. Have you ever seen like ancient harpy Greek art? Is that what they look like?
Oh, sorry.
Don't apologize for that! Can't really remember where I left my spare barding. Guess I'll just have to search every nook and cranny.
Oh my gosh. There's nothing like throwing off my cloak and barding after a long day and just collapsing into my nest. Actually, where is yesterday's barding? What is a barding? Ha. No, I don't think it would be there. Stuffed animals.
Aha!
Oh, Mila, want to meet my friends? Huh?
Meet Ollie,
Harvey delivered
Mills,
people.
and Cappy!
Give it time at Amazon would get there. I think drones are more likely. Robots. But that would be cool. Can you imagine a world where we, like, had birds deliver? Actually, no, wait, we do have that reality. That is a thing. Why did we ever retire pigeons? Why did we ever retire pigeons from delivering letters, huh? I was like, there's gonna be a future where, can you imagine a world where we had birds instead of, like, mail? And I was like, no, that is a thing. That existed, like, 300 years ago. But we don't do it anymore. Why? Why did we retire birds? Why did we, like, get rid of pigeons? Mizor and Big Sis got them for me last year. Sis said they were only gonna get one, but they look like a big family together.
Wow.
Well, lucky. I think they do too, though. Yeah, bring pigeons back? Yeah, I'm so sad. I'm really sad when I see pigeons in the wild because they're like stray cats, you know? They're free, and then they're wild because they used to be domesticated and we all just left them out there. So, pigeons are domesticated. You can totally just pick one up and bring it home and have it as a pet, like a pet cat, you know? They're free. Okay, what about here?
Nuh-uh.
Nothing here. I guess that makes sense. Laundry?
Aha!
Second has a charm. Haha, nothing.
Eck!
Joke? It was just a joke. Please say something. Here again?
No good.
Nope.
Ugh, I've looked everywhere! I know there has to be a spare set of barding somewhere in here!
It's okay. I really appreciate you trying anyway.
No, wait! We can still find it! Don't give up yet!
But we've checked everywhere.
I wish I could increase Mila's voice just a little bit, because she's kind of quiet.
That's what I thought too, but then I remembered my secret!
What?
Behold! My stamp collection!
Oh, Rain, I love you, but you're so loud.
This is where I put all of my favorites. Their designs are so cool. They sometimes inspire me to think outside the box.
Well, if they help.
So we're gonna introduce the concept of looking underneath and behind. Below.
Mills.
Sorry for not believing you. Below the bed, maybe.
There!
Okay,
Burning!
got it.
Finally!
Wow, you weren't kidding about your stamps.
Nope! Here, quick, put them on.
I'm just imagining the implications of taking out your stamp and being like, oh, stamp, what should I do? And then being like, you're right! Let me look underneath this thing.
Didn't you already wear these yesterday?
What was that
It's
effect?
fine! I didn't do much yesterday! And they're super small, and they just go around your ankles!
Okay, okay.
Okay, so barding
Looking
is like
good. We're almost there.
leg warmers.
There's more?
Of course! What self-respecting courier doesn't have a hat?
Oh right, I forgot. I was given a hat, but I never put it on because I forgot about it.
I don't really have a spare,
They
though.
were like, oh, we included in the stream packet a hat. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I forgot it. To be fair, I did set the stream up like 5 minutes before I started.
Oh! We have a storage room where we keep old uniforms. Maybe I could...
Rain, are you in your room again?
Ah! What's Missouri doing here?
Oh, what are we going to do?
Cute.
Need to come up with something fast. Think, Rain.
Hide? Hide Mila.
Wait, no! I'm the one who's going to get in trouble if Missouri finds me slacking off again!
Bestow.
Here, borrow my hat for now.
How will that help?
Just trust me!
And then I'm gonna hide.
Where are you going?
Cover for me, okay? Huh?
Aha! I thought I heard you in he. Hmm?
What are you doing? Say something!
Like what?
What do you mean, like what? A name! Any name!
Are you okay, miss? The wind doesn't often make for a good conversation partner.
I love this design.
No, I mean, yes. I'm fine. Sorry. My name is Mila.
Why is it so like horror movie now?
A pleasure to meet you, Mila. A new courier, I assume? Your face is an unfamiliar one.
Yes. Today is my first day.
Well then, welcome aboard. I'm looking for the girl whose room you're currently exploring. Might you know where she is? It's high time she got back to her tasks.
You know what? When he said well then, it had the exact tone inflection of when the guy on my thing says hello there. It sounds exactly like that. Hello there.
You mean Rain? She's been showing me around, but she had to step out for a bit.
Leaving a new recruit wandering aimlessly about without a guide? That won't do. Let me go find her for you. If all else fails, I'd be happy to guide you myself.
Oh, thank you. Sorry for the trouble.
Never a bother. A courier should never hesitate to ask for help, nor provide it. Won't be but a moment.
Wow, good job, Mila.
I feel like my heart is going to explode.
What? No way! You look totally natural. They didn't suspect a thing.
Thank you. Still, it wasn't really that hard to convince them. They're so nice.
Yeah, they're being too nice. Now that they're out there looking for me, I can't really sneak out and find you a hat anymore.
If you tell me where it is, maybe I can.
No way! If Missouri spots you, they're going to take you on that tour! You'll be an official employee! What if they make you work at the post office forever?
I can't do that! Mom is going to get worried if I'm not home before dark. What do we do?
This would be so much easier if Missouri wasn't so... helpful! Missouri is really helpful!
Yeah?
Listen! Why don't we just have Missouri get you a hat?
Do you think they'd really do that?
Sure, so long as they don't know it's for you. Let's think of a plan. First of all, we gotta make sure Missouri doesn't see us together. They think we're split up right now, and they'll for sure figure things out if they find both of us, and only you, have a hat.
If you showed up without a hat and just asked for a new one, maybe they'd just get one for you.
Nah, they'd want to know why I lost it. Maybe that'd work if we could convince them that it's really lost, though? Something to show them we really need the help.
When my mom says it's going to rain, I always try and help her with the laundry so we can take it in quickly. Something like that?
Yeah, anything that will get them to agree to help quick. The trick is to not give them time to think about it.
Okay, I'll help where I can. Just let me know.
Let's see what we can do then.
I like that it's fully voiced. But this is gonna be very long. Upward? No. Wait. No. Bestow. Oh.
Can I have my hat back, please?
Okay. It's just... Are you sure this is a good idea? Won't Mizore get suspicious if they see me without one?
Well, maybe you should keep it after all.
Okay, so that's not it.
Rain?
You want to talk things over again? You're looking a little unsure. Yeah. Is it obvious? A little.
Maybe.
You mentioned two things. We can't be seen together, so one of us has to hide. We also need to convince them that something is wrong somehow. When you put it like that, it doesn't seem that bad. Thanks, Mila. Okay. Hide. Rain. Maybe.
I'm gonna be the one hiding. Are you ready, Mila?
I think so. Are you sure everything is ready? We still have a little bit of time before they come back to double check things.
Ready as I'll ever be.
There was no negative ending in this game, I don't think. Wait, I don't think we should hide yet. Oh, you're right. Whoops. We should really set something up to convince Mizore before either of us hides. There's gotta be something we can do just to look around more. Okay, so we have to, like, do something. How about this?
Paper, some ink. Nothing useful here, I think.
What about... No, never mind.
Huh? Did you think of something?
No, it's silly. Sorry.
Oh, come on! Something is always better than nothing.
Well, sometimes I see people put up posters around town for their missing pets. We could...
We're gonna make a wanted poster for Rain, yep.
I'm not really following.
Oh, it's okay.
I didn't say that! I just said I didn't get it. Just let me think about it a little more.
Let's do that later, maybe. There's a bunch of knickknacks in here, but nothing that'll help, I think. Wait, really? Are we gonna have to do, like...
Aha!
Good thing I didn't get promoted yet, or else the stamp would have made it too obvious that it was my hat.
Maybe.
Are we expecting one soon? No point standing around like this, we gotta hurry. So? I can't believe you get to change your clothes so often. I'm jealous. How often does the post office get new clothes?
Nope.
Once a cycle, usually. I'll be wearing this dress for a while.
What if...
Oh. Maybe next time you're in the village, we can visit Bell House together. I'll save up my allowance to help you get something if you want. You mean it? You're the best. Now I have to find that letter. Holly, are you okay? You're looking kind of pale. They are? Don't worry about them. They're just a bit of a worrywart and stresses out a bunch. Maybe they need a change of scenery. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Ollie. Okay, so we're gonna do a wanted poster for stuffed animals.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it! You're a genius, Mila! Do you want to do the honors? I've got some wax colors in one of the drawers if you don't want to get your fingers messy.
You really think so? Okay.
I don't think
I can make us some posters if you're sure.
I don't think I've ever heard of crayons being referred to as wax colors.
You're the best! Just say when you want me me to hide?
Wait a minute. Crayons is technically branded, right? So, I guess the only alternative word for crayons is wax colors? Like the non-branded version of crayons? Isn't that so interesting? You know, like how people have certain words that are branded, then we just use them ubiquitously. I know the word, I just can't pronounce it. Ubiquitously. Like Kleenex or Band-Aids. Those are all names of brands, but people use them universally to refer to the object. Or like a tissue, or like, you know, that. Did you know Band-Aids is the name of a brand? They were not called those. They're called like plasters. Okay. 9 up to go. Upwards? You got a lot of art things. Yeah, this stamp was made by someone in some kind of contest. I want to make one too one day, so I've been practicing.
Wow.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. I really love drawing too. Again?
Rain?
Nuh-uh.
What do I do now? I feel like we probably do something with this. But if you told Mila to stop drawing now, I'd feel so bad. Don't worry, Mila, I'll protect you.
Rain?
Did you say something? No, nothing. She like turned around. Upwards? I feel like we probably do something with this.
Rain?
Why did she make that sound? Inspect, maybe? Check the basket at every opportunity. I got an achievement for that. Hi! Oh my gosh. Chimera, how are you? It's been like years. Hello! Hello. It's been so long. Hi. How are you?
Aha!
It's been a long time, yeah! It's been so long. I miss ya, yeah! How have you been doing? How are you? You can take a couple of those if you want. They're just old stories Grandma used to read me. Well, if you don't mind. What's wrong?
I don't think so.
These are all written in your Yale handwriting. I can't read these at all. Oh, sorry. Hide? Hat. No. Hide desk. What? Hide Mila. I'm doing okay, but not about me. How have I been? I've been well. Hide stuff in, yeah. Hide basket.
Rain?
Okay, I think I know the... I don't know how to get her to, like, finish doing that. Yeah, I've been well. Life's been busy, doing stuff. But, I get by. I'm, like, doing my summer electives, so I have more time to stream and do, like, stuff. When it gets to the fall, though, I'm, like, thinking about it, I'm like, oh. Oh no. I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of study streams. I'm gonna be so busy. I gotta lock in. I hope... I'm so bad with statistics. So like, I don't know. I have to like really... I have to pass... I have to get an 80 in that course. Not looking forward to it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Oof, statistics, yeah. The way you keep glancing at it, I think the basket would be safer was hidden from you. What's it supposed to mean? It's not like I'm gonna flip it over.
I
Oh, no.
don't think so.
So I'm going to put the animals underneath the basket. Maybe. was this game about? It's a puzzle visual novel, which the mechanics is a little bit confusing.
There! Hidden safely away in my cloak. Now neither of us have a hat.
Is that a good thing?
Like the one from Netflix Storytelling? What Netflix Storytelling are we talking? I don't know that one. It's called Upwards Reign, the Post Office of Farewells. So they receive letters from the afterlife and they deliver mail to like people as a way to say goodbye. But she's expecting a letter from her friend who passed away and she hasn't received a letter yet, so they're currently like in the post office sneaking around trying to find her letter.
Are you sure this is a good idea? Won't Mizore get suspicious if they see me without one?
Well, maybe you should keep it after all.
Oh, one of us could hide under here.
I don't think so.
My knees would start to hurt if I had to crouch under there for too long. Really? You can't fly, you can't bend your legs for a long time. Next you're gonna tell me you can't sleep with one eye open. Sorry. Oh, no, it's fine. Either way, this plan is a no-go. Let's keep thinking. Hide Mila.
I think you should hide. Are you ready, Mila?
I don't think
but
so.
if I hide, I won't be able to finish this.
Aha!
Shoot, that's right. I need to hide for this to work. I have 10 minutes left before my interview. Oh my gosh. Good luck. Good luck. You got this. Just... I don't know. When you do interviews, do you memorize what you're gonna say or do you just wing it? I have exhausted all of the options. I'm not really sure what I should do. Uh-oh. I've been so many interviews before because of muscle memory. Yeah. Well, good luck. I hope you get it. I know for me, I like to write down my answers before I do an interview and then I look at it. And then I just kind of forget everything I've ever written before and then I wing it. I mean, most of the answers are pretty straightforward. It's like, why do you want to work here? What are your skills? What are your weaknesses? Stuff like that, you know? Am I stupid? Like, I clicked on everything. We're waiting for her to finish. I don't know what I should be doing. Inspect again.
Rain? What if...
Is she done? Applied to over 350 jobs, sent so many resumes, and that's how I spent my whole year as a hustle. Oh my god. What industry? Like, what industry are you trying to get a job in? Is it like tech? What job market's competitive right now? I don't know. Writing?
Aha!
Am I stupid? What am I supposed to be doing? I've exhausted all the options. Any industry, work from home, tech and other stuff? Oof. Yeah, I heard that there is like, for CS people, it's hard for them to find jobs. So I felt that, yeah. What I did, because when I first started working, I didn't have any experience that was relevant to my current field. So what I did is that I had the opportunity to volunteer. I basically cold called a bunch of places and I was like, are you willing to... Can I work for free? I was like, I'll do anything. I will like just, you know, do you need help? I will volunteer my hours because I do stuff. And then when I worked there, when I got in, then I was asking around if there was any positions open. Yeah, just to get experience and just to make connections. And then by the time, like, I waited a couple months, I was doing my volunteer position, and then they were asking me about, like, a job opening, and then that's how I got my current job. And then once I was in the company, then I transferred jobs to another place. So that's how I got my current job. So it does help if you have no experience to just volunteer. But that's what worked for me. It's just to get your foot in the door. But I know, like, the job market right now is competitive and it's brutal. I have friends who are, like, struggling to find jobs as well. It's tough out here. That's what I'm also doing, but they don't like having someone work... They don't like having 7 to 8 work experience back in Japan? Oh, oof. Wait, that's seen as a negative? Why? It means that you have, like, a lot of things. Or is it because that they don't like it when people don't have, like, they're not at a company for, like, a long period of time? Because I know, like, there's one thing boomers like to be all like. They're like, you young people switching jobs every 2 to 3, every 1 to 2 years. They don't like someone having 7 to 8 years of work. They don't want people having 7 to 8 years of work experience, or they're looking for 7 to 8 years of work experience. I'm not be dumb. A campus dough. Upwards?
Rain?
Not wanting to have someone who has that much. Why would they not want someone who has that much experience? That's weird. What am I supposed to be doing? I can save extras because either way they want to keep me below average pay or they don't want someone taking over their jobs. Ah, that's not right. That's not right. Not the hat, not Mila, not desk. Inspect, maybe? Wait, no. When you work for too long, you know the loopholes and they can't get higher, so it's hard. Oof.
What if...
Oh, okay, I didn't inspect the desk. The broom doesn't look quite right. Wow, she's really focused. Oh no, it's all messed up. Let me try again. It looked fine. I should leave her be. Do I have to just keep inspecting her?
What?
No. Inspect basket.
Ollie.
No. I don't know what to do. Bestow. Bookshelf. Wait, no. Bestow rain.
Can I have my
No. The thing is with these options, it doesn't really do what you want it to do. So I say like, hide hat. And it just hides it on rain. Or I inspect the hat, and then the hat gets hidden. So it's like, they do multiple things. The illusion of choice. Was also what you need to do here. So we broke into the post office. Well, we took her back to the post office, and then we're trying to hide her because she's not really supposed to be back here, otherwise she'll get in trouble. We're trying to create a distraction so that she can also get a hat. And yeah, that's the storyline so far. And we're having her make a poster for like looking for something, but I don't know how to get her past this point of like drawing the poster. Because I know what I need to do, I just don't know how to get her to like stop. Because I have a feeling there's this box up here, and then there's these stuffed animals, and then there's this basket. So we have to go hide the stuffed animals or something, and then do something with this shelf. Maybe put a couple stuffed animals all over the place, maybe one underneath the basket. Oh, and a bit interview starting. Okay, good luck. Either put the stuffed animal in the basket or hide the animal, and then put the other one on a shelf somewhere. And just hide them around here. But I don't know how to get her to stop. I don't know what to do. Like, I can't even go to another room. This doesn't do anything. Good luck with your interview. Yeah, good luck. Inspect. Nope.
What is...
Hide.
I'm gonna be the one hide.
I think so.
Are you ready as I'll ever be?
Okay, now I hide.
I'm back.
Okay, I just had to go forward.
Oh, hello.
What have you got there? I'd recognize Rain's art style anywhere. And this is most certainly not it.
Rain's been looking for her hat, so I thought...
Okay, so my thinking is too complicated, apparently.
Find it.
My brain is 10 miles ahead of what the current plot wants me to do.
Look at you, stepping up to help a coworker. And on your first day, no less. What say you to hanging these up around the office together? I'm sure Rain will appreciate the gesture, and I'd be glad to post them on the hire purchase.
Really? That would help a lot.
Of course! After me then, and stay close now.
I don't think she's coming back.
Wait, no. Wait. Rain knows Mizora a lot better than Melee does. Maybe she should do the talking. Are you serious? I have to start over again? Ah.
You're the...
Okay, now she's drawing, and then I hide Mila.
I think you should hide.
I don't think so.
Oh, but if I hide, I won't be able to finish this.
Aha!
I need to hide for this to work. But then we hide and he comes back. Ah.
I think you should...
I...
Aha!
Why? It's like hide her, but then when we hide her, he comes in, and then she gets taken away, and we don't want that. Because if she gets taken away, then she becomes a post office worker, and they don't know if they'll let her leave, because now she's like a courier. This is the worst ending, being employed.
Rain...
So we know to do something with these, you know something to do with this, but it's not letting me do anything. I cannot bestow the hat because that's what it does. Upwards, desk.
Wow.
And we know it has to do with her art. This just has to do with her clothes. Has to do with the hat. Oh my god. I don't like how finicky this is. And I feel like I've done like every single option. I don't know what to do. Well, we're gonna do this again. We're just gonna do every single option available. Okay, now. We know what to do. Inspect. Inspect. Change the scenery.
I think so. Are you sure everything is ready? We still have a well.
We're not done yet, so.
Is our
Okay, hide Mila.
maybe
Wait, no. Hide Mila.
Right.
No.
No.
Hide desk. No. Hide. Can't do that. Hide Mila.
I think you. Aha!
Darn it. Bestow bookshelf.
Ah.
And then she can't read. And then bestow rain. And it's just a hat. And this is no. Upwards desk. And it's just dialogue about drawing. Upwards bookshelf.
Right.
No.
Right.
What am I supposed to be doing? I can't do anything. Like I just tried all of these options and can't do anything. Hide rain.
I'm get
I think.
ready as I'll ever be.
I'm.
Oh, hello. Rain's been.
What?
Really?
Of course.
And then they said this is a bad ending.
I don't think she's coming back.
But I can't do anything else. Okay, so maybe we cannot draw posters. I guess. Hide stuffed animals.
If you three have any idea,
Cat babe. If you think.
What if we? Oh, okay. So I have to do it out of order. Okay. What if we hit them though? We say they ran away and took my hat with them. Do it.
okay. Mills, Cappy, I'm counting on you to guard my bed. Ollie, you're with me.
Okay, so we hid that. Now we hide the basket.
I don't.
Okay, so you're not gonna flip it over. And then hide. Oh. Not that. Hide hat.
Is our
No. Inspect bookshelf. Upwards bookshelf?
I could perch up there and say I'm looking for a hat when Missouri comes back. They'd feel so bad for me. They'd be sure to help get another one.
Is getting on top of tall things really that dangerous when you can just fly?
You could go up there instead if you want.
No thanks. Your plan sounds a lot better, actually.
Get on top of the bookshelf.
Okay, all set up and ready to go.
Let me know when you want me to hide then.
Alright, hide Mila.
I think you should hide. Are you ready, Mila?
I think so. Are you sure everything is ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
Ah, you've returned. But with Mila nowhere in sight.
Oh, she's on her break now. So she's up exploring the ground floor on her own.
Let's see if this works.
All's well that ends well then. All is well, I hope? What are you doing up there?
Oh, I think I lost my hat somewhere. Mila pointed it out when I came back, so I've been looking all over for it.
Why would it be up there?
Just being thorough. Maybe it flew up here on its own?
Certainly a possibility, I suppose. I think it's more likely to be down here somewhere, though. Here, have you checked your laundry?
Yes, yeah, I have. Missouri, don't.
Still exploring the ground floor, are we?
Without any reason to avoid the ground means Ray probably thinks Rain's just goofing off. Okay, so not that. Hide stuffed animals.
Cappy, babe, if you...
Do it.
Okay.
Alright, now inspect desk.
Huh?
Well...
Oh, you're the best.
Okay, so now we're doing that. And then what if we hide Rain? Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I think...
ready as a...
I don't think this is
I'm
it.
back.
Oh,
Is that?
yeah.
That's well.
Okay.
Never fear. I won't rest until Rain and her friends are back safe and sound.
Her stuffed animal took her hat. She ran out to chase it. That's quite the adventures we found.
They're not coming back, are they?
How did either of us think that was gonna get us a hat?
Oh. So we don't want him to. We don't want them to leave.
If you...
Babe, if you...
Okay.
Okay. Mill?
And then hide basket.
I don't...
Inspect basket. No. Upwards basket.
Your story about the laundry gave me an idea.
Please don't say that while looking so scarily at that basket.
A basket strap.
What if we just flipped it and made a giant mess?
How would that help?
Oh, we could say that we looked everywhere for the hat and just really can't find it. The room being messy will help convince them.
So long as you have a plan.
Do it.
Woohoo! Here it goes! There! Super convincing!
There you go.
I hope it isn't too much of a hassle for you to clean up later.
That's fine. Inspect bookshelf. Hot no. Upwards bookshelf.
I could perch up there and say I'm looking for a hat when...
Is getting on top
I
of
gotta go to
top
bed so I can
is
ready for work tomorrow.
kind
Try to
of
catch you next video.
interesting.
Thank you.
Just
Good night. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Hold up. I think this works. Aha, it does work. Wait. It only works on Twitch. I don't know why. I just put it on both chats. Good night. You can't see it in YouTube chat, but it's on screen. You could go up there instead if you want.
There.
No thanks.
Your pen sounds a
Your
lot better
plan
actually.
sounds a lot-
Okay, do that.
Okay.
Let me know when you want.
And then we hide her.
I think you should have...
I think so.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
There you are. You're a tricky courier to find, Rain.
Missouri, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to avoid you or anything. It's just... oh no.
Oh dear, that's not the reaction I was expecting. What's wrong?
Everything is wrong! I lost my hat, I spent all night cleaning my room, and now it's a mess again! Ollie is gone!
Take a deep breath. Let's handle this one problem at a time, okay?
Okay, there we go.
If you want to clean up your room, I'll fetch you a spare hat from storage. I'll keep an eye out for Ollie too. They couldn't have gotten far. In the meantime, would you do me a big favor and find the new recruit? She's still eagerly awaiting your tour, I imagine.
Thank you so much, Missouri!
Thank you. Yeah, no worries. Have a good night. Go to bed. Get a nice sleep.
No need for thanks. We all get overwhelmed at times. Won't be but a moment. It took some searching, but I found the hat you were wearing last year. It may be just a bit tight, But it'll have to do until we find your new one.
That's perfect! Thank you so much!
I don't really like the way that it's so specific with what you have to do.
Of course. I'm heading back outside to finish my trimming. What's on the agenda for you now?
I've got a letter I'm having trouble sorting and need to ask Big Sis about, so I'm heading up there next.
Like, you have to do things in a very specific chronological order. It has to be like, hide the stuffed animals, and then the basket, and then the shelf, instead of like the shelf and then the basket and everything else. It's so confusing. Like, wow, that was short. How'd your interview go? How was it? Did you ask them any interesting questions? You know how at the end of interviews they're always like, so, do you have any questions for me? And then you go, yeah. One question I always like to ask interviewers is, what do you like about it here? Or what are the strengths and qualities that you think would be necessary to work this position? Stuff like that. And then they always say, wow, that's a good question.
Oh, sorting woes are always a bother. I'll keep an eye on the front desk then.
It was a Japanese interview. The CEO was curious about me. Nice.
Thank you so much again!
I guess it's a good thing, right? If they like you, you gotta charm them.
Of course. See you this evening, Rain.
You gotta be personality hire.
Bye! Okay, we're in the clear. You can come out now, Mila. Phew. Ta-da! A hat to call your own! It's a little small for me now, but it should be perfect for you. Look at you! Mortem Post's latest courier!
I don't think I'd ever be able to work here.
Ah, come on! Everything's worked out perfectly!
Well, I do.
I
think
did. It had to be a
I
very
need
specific
a
solution.
uniform.
You should!
I feel a lot like Miss Neve. Oh, do you know about her? She's around town all the time and is super nice. She always looks amazing in hers.
Huh? What? Neve isn't cool at all. She's super lame. Huh? We should get going.
Okay. Where are we headed?
We had to hide the stuffed animal, we had to knock over her basket of laundry, and then we had to go sit on top of the bookshelf and then hide Mila in that very specific order.
There's a department up above that handles letters that need some extra work to deliver. If mail is gonna get lost, it'll be there for sure.
I couldn't do things out of order, had to be in that specific order, which is like finicky. Because it was like, oh, I need to do something with the animals, I need to do something with the shelf, I need to do something with the like basket, but it won't tell you like exactly what order you need to do it in. It has to be like that way.
That does sound like a good place to look.
That was really specific. Yeah, it does make sense a little bit because you do need to be there. Like, if we hid Rain, right, she wouldn't be able to do the other stuff in her room because then, like, it would be out of order. So it does kind of make sense, like, logically, but, like, at the same time, it really doesn't for a game. It requires you to have a specific, like, level of thinking, which is kind of hard.
Yep, just follow me. Onwards and upwards.
You know, they said that the gameplay for this was going to be maybe 3 to 4 hours. I am not sure if we're going to finish this game today. If all the puzzles are like this. The ascent starts easily enough. 2 little sets of footsteps marching up the spiral stairs, in and out of connecting rooms, and up and up and up the stairs again. After some time, the footsteps fall out of sync, one trailing slightly behind. The distance between them continues to grow until eventually Rain can't hear her friend at all.
Huh? Hey, Mila, are you,
The courier turns around, quickly spotting Mila several paces behind her, leaning against the wall of the tree. She takes a step forward, then slowly drags her other foot upwards to match the first, before repeating the process again.
okay?
Onwards and upwards.
supper by the time we get to the department at this pace. We gotta keep moving.
I'm sorry, I'm going as fast as I can. Why don't these stairs have rails? We're so high up.
Wait, that's all? There's so much space on the steps, though. Besides, I heard you Seaborn could break your bones and they'll heal right back up.
That's not a good thing.
You'll be fine.
What do you mean that's fine? Don't worry about it, you'll just heal. You imagine saying that to somebody? Oh, don't worry about breaking your legs, they'll just heal. You're fine.
I don't want to break my bones. I like my bones as they are.
Like, what do you mean?
Jeez. You can hold on to me if you want. That way, if you fall, I could fly us right back up. Not if she's gonna hold on to my wing, but anything to help her feel better.
If you don't mind, I don't know how much higher I can go on my own.
Top it up. Yeah, they're like horses. You break a leg and then you go to the glue factory. As proof of her confidence and bravery, Rain skips downwards, extending her wings slightly to float past a few steps. She soon finds herself next to Mila, keeping one wing stretched open. The Seaborn gets the attention quickly, or perhaps it is simply overeager to ground herself to another, and links her arm with Rain's.
She's trembling a lot. I kind of feel bad for teasing her so much. You're safe and sound now. Are you good to keep going?
I think so. Thank you. Again.
You're welcome. Again.
And so the two continue onwards, arm in wing, at a pace slower than before, but comfortable all the same.
My big sis can't fly either. Even she has to take it slower on the stairs sometimes, especially if her delivery bag is extra full.
Oh, her sister's Neve.
I don't know how anyone could work here and not know how to fly. Is she okay?
Yeah, she only has one wing, but she's been working here forever. So if even she has trouble sometimes, then you shouldn't...
Wait, one wing? Do you mean Miss Neve? Miss Neve is your sister?
They have different species of people. In this game, they've got like these like winged folk, and they have her, she's like a, I forgot what they called her, a sea folk. And then they have another group that's called like the ground foot. I'm really confused about the species of the people in this game, but yes, these groups of people, they all have like bird features, and then they work at this post office.
Well, we're not related, but she's my big sis.
That's so cool!
Ugh, it's not cool at all.
What do you mean? Miss Neve knows everyone in town. When she comes to drop off our mail, she can always tell if I'm feeling sad, too. It's like she's a mind reader.
It's not super hard to tell when you're sad, Mila. Psst, big deal. I can read minds, too. Better than sis, even.
Really? Can all of you do that? Oh, what am I thinking now?
How lucky you are to have such a reliable guide like me, obviously.
Oh.
Oh, why'd you say it like that?
Surprised? I told you I could.
Actually, I was thinking about how much cooler Miss Neve would be if she was really able to read minds all this time.
This face. Oh. The two continue their climb, the giant net of envelopes guiding them towards their goal. Soon enough, it's no longer a distant waymark, and instead rests just below their feet.
Phew! Finally here!
The net seemed so far away on the ground level.
It was far away, and now we're as far away from the ground as the net looked.
Oh, please don't say that.
Rain lets loose a laugh as they approach an unassuming mailroom door, but mutes herself as she places a feather over her mouth, bidding whisper from her companion.
Okay, so I hope she isn't here right now, but Neve is actually the head of this department.
Really? Then the letter's gotta be here. She's probably already found it.
Maybe.
Rain opens the door as slowly as she's able, remembering its dire need of some grease the last time she had made the climb several nights before. While the door is cooperative in its silence, the view inside dashed any small victory welling within her. Within stands Neve, back turned, jotting some notes as she files envelopes into her bag. Exercising a level of care she never uses, Rain closes the door again.
Bad news?
She's still here.
Oh, that's good. We can just ask her about it then.
If she had found it already, don't you think she would have delivered it by now? I'll try and talk to her. While I do, you should look around and see if you can find it yourself. Maybe you'll be able to recognize something about it that Sis wouldn't be able to.
You want me to sneak around in the mail? Miss Neve is nice, but we'll both get in trouble if she catches us.
I know, which is why she won't catch us.
What do you mean?
We just gotta be extra sneaky around her. How about when I say water, you know you're in the clear so you can keep searching? 'Cause water is clear. Get it? Ah! And when I say cloud, that means you need to find new cover. Because clouds cover the sky?
Water and cloud. Okay, I'll try and remember. Are you sure, though? I really don't want to get you in trouble, or for Miss Neve to get angry with me.
Big Sis doesn't scare me, so she shouldn't scare you either. Just listen close and we'll be fine, okay?
Okay, part 2 of the puzzle. With another careful opening of the door, the two friends quickly make their way inside. Mila quickly ducking out of sight as soon as she's able.
I can hear you back there, Droplet.
Ring shares a quick glance with Mila before heeding her big sis's invitation.
Perfect timing.
They're-
Fetch my water, would
I don't
ya?
know what they are. They have like bird legs and they have like bird wings as arms, and then I guess their body's like human. They're like harpies. I don't know what they are. They're like, well, no, they're not like the I was gonna say, they're like the bird people in Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, or what's Breath of the Wild, but no, they don't have bird heads. So, they're like, I don't know. What do you call this? Their own species. A little bit like harpies. Perfect timing. Fetch me water, would you?
What are you talking about? You already have a glass.
Yeah, but it's on the wrong side. You know I can't grab it from there.
Ugh! I'm just gonna drag the cup across her desk. If something spills, it's her own fault. One serving of water, Your Majesty.
Thanks as always, my ever-reliable retainer.
How could anyone ever think she's cool?
Come on, don't give me that look. I've got a surprise for you, actually. Check this stamp out.
Oh, I like the shapes.
I thought you might. I just found it this morning. I've got another batch to give you, too. Don't let me forget before you leave.
Thank you.
No problem. On the subject of stamps, have you put any more thought into what the first one on your hat is gonna be?
I told you already. I like the long one I have, with the stairs in the sky.
If you say so. Better than a triangle, I suppose. I still don't know what Kay was Huh?
Oh no, she's looking towards Mila. I need to tell her to hide.
Cloud.
Maybe one that shows a cloudy day?
Oh, like rain, you mean. Clever.
But it doesn't matter, because I still like the long one.
Sure. Your first promotion is still a long ways off, so you've got plenty of time to change your mind.
What? Nuh-uh. It's gonna happen any day now. I've been doing all of my chores right on time.
Oh, so you're off duty right now? It's still pretty early in the day.
Ugh! Okay, she's looking at me again. I should let Mila know she can keep looking now. No need to throw water on me like that.
Hey, what's with the pity party? You'd normally be ready to shout at me right about now.
Well, we got a visitor this morning.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she always seems so sad whenever she comes in asking about her missing letter.
Ah, we're talking about little Mila, I assume.
My memory's a little cloudy, but Mila sounds right. I've just been thinking about it all day, and I really want to help her.
It was like a mini game.
Young love digging its talons into you, Droplet.
What? I bring you your water, and you're still trying to bully me? Ugh, I can't stand her.
I agree with you, though. Poor Mila's been crying for far too long.
Do you talk to her family a lot outside of the post office?
Nearly every day I'm out in the village, yeah. Not so much in the past few weeks, though. What with the lack of outgoing mail and all.
I want to go out there more often, too. I love looking out at the water.
I'll add it to my to-do.
Really? Maybe this weekend?
I think we can make that work. Have I been forgiven for the young love thing yet?
The clouds have parted! For now.
Back to the topic at Wing, then.
Hat wing.
You may be interested to know that I've been doing some digging the past few weeks into Mila's situation.
Have you found anything?
Naturally.
What? We have to tell Mila right away then. She's been coming in every day. She's gotta be worried sick by now.
Slow down there, Droplet. What I've learned is... this one's above your pay grade.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
Huh? What's she doing?
How did they hold things with wings for hands? I don't know. They adapt.
Clouds!
You saw that too, right?
Nope, not at all.
Maybe I shouldn't let my water sit out so long.
Cloud!
Someone's found a new favorite word.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Maybe they're like... Good question. I don't know.
I've gotta get away from this.
What is this? Rainstorm? Tornado?
Just thinking about the stamps again. Maybe you're
Oh.
right. A watery one would be good. Don't look that way.
What is going on with you today? Is something clouding your mind right now? Do you need to sit down?
I think she knows.
Nope, no brain fog here. Brain cloud, I mean.
Huh. Cloud.
Yeah, cloud. Wait, I think,
What was this be doing?
wait, no, cloud. Actually, didn't I just say?
Huh.
They're both like panicking. It's funny.
Water? Oh no, the poor stamp got ripped. It didn't even make its way back to my room. Ugh,
That's so
my
cute.
entire head is spinning.
Ah, I see. Sorry for sending you into a fit there. I think you misunderstood what I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to make fun of you. The fact of
I
the
know,
matter
they're so
is,
cute.
Mila's case is impossible.
Huh?
Don't get
Rain,
caught by
I'm gonna be
Neve.
serious for a
Yeah.
sec. Listen close, okay?
Okay. It feels so heavy in here all of a sudden.
When you were talking to her this morning, I presume Mila told you she was anticipating a letter from her friend, yes?
Uh-huh.
Did she happen to tell you her friend's name?
Is her friend not a human?
Dandelion. Mila calls her Dandy.
Because, like, I don't know if a person would be called a dandelion. I mean, her name is Rain, so who knows?
Right. It's not that uncommon of a name, especially as you get closer to the capital. However, a curious little wrinkle. No one named Dandelion has ever lived in Vitae.
What? But that doesn't make any sense.
I thought the same thing, so I did a bit of extra legwork, double-checking aliases, looking through her older files and so on.
And?
Nothing.
But you visit the village all the time. You must have met her at least once.
So you think.
But Big Sis knows everyone in town. Did she just forget about Dandelion somehow?
I don't think dandelion is a person. I think dandelion's an animal. I think you were right. I don't think they're a person. As Rain grasps for a simple solution to this complex mystery, Neve pulls a couple envelopes from her bag.
I know I don't need to tell you this, but this department focuses on the stray thoughts from those who have left us. The ones that may seem half-realized or unclear for their intended recipient.
I'm not sure, I wasn't here at the start. I mean, we haven't gone that far into the story to begin with, but her friend, Neela, is looking for a letter from her friend who passed away, but she hasn't really said anything about her friend. She just said that her friend's name was Dandelion and they passed away like 2 weeks ago. And she's been coming to the post office like every single day since, looking for the letter.
Here, to the regular who always visited my cafe on the weekends, and another, for thee, mine treasure.
But you go to the village all the time, so you're always able to find who they belong to.
Neve tucks the letters safely away once more. She proceeds with her usual routine before she does her daily rounds. The brace on her wing is loosened and eventually removed. She nonchalantly grabs her hat, though it goes into her bag for now rather than its rightful place atop her head. The break from her typical motions comes from her picking up a plain white envelope and offering it to her little sis.
The rest of the stamps. As
Oh, thanks.
I've got a theory I want to visit with you. Walk with me.
The door swings closed behind Rain. For a mercy, Neve didn't seem to notice Mila as she exited the room. The same can't be said for Rain, catching a glimpse of her friend curled up tight before following Neve out.
So tell me, have you gone exploring any further up the tree? Be honest.
No way! It's all just old storage in other rooms no one uses anymore. There's nothing fun about that kind of stuff. Not to mention Kale. If she heard I ever went higher than where the lights are, she'd get mad for sure.
Huh. Right you are. About that part, at least.
Neve tilts her head upward, looking for something she has no hope of finding. Rain follows her gaze, bringing her neck as far back as it will go. Not far from where the two stand, the lights become more sparse before disappearing entirely, allowing an absolute darkness to steal the space away. Below the rainbow canopy, where light sources are plentiful and comforting, the brightly colored envelopes bring with them a sense of joy and whimsy. A final gift from those who had left, both for the recipients as well as the couriers themselves who have the honor of delivering them. But now, floating down from infinity, they instead take the form of lingering specks of life, swimming in an endless sea of black. In the sea of endless black.
Somewhere up there is where we store letters we're unable to deliver for one reason or another. The undeliverables. Not our most creative showing.
Huh? But we never fail a delivery. That's what makes us couriers.
That's the aim, at least. I like to think I'm pretty good at my job. Sometimes, though, things just fall through the cracks.
What do you mean? These letters are the most important things in the whole world. Grandma says so. Kale says so.
I say so too. Fact of the matter is, though, It's impossible to deliver everything. Occasionally, a letter will drop without any writing on it whatsoever, or we'll even obtain entirely empty envelopes from time to time.
You know what this reminds me of? There is actually a department like this in real post offices. They call them they call it, like, I forgot the name. I think it literally is called like the dead letter department. But oftentimes it does consist of letters with no addresses, letters with no return addresses, letters that just are unreadable. Like it's just water damage or just completely marked out, like it just got erased somehow due to like the envelope just smudging. And so these letters don't go delivered, or sometimes it'll just be when a kid writes a letter to the North Pole and they write like literally North Pole and they just stick it in the post office. Sometimes, depending on what kind of letter it is, it goes to a certain department where the post office workers will write a reply for kids, especially around December. So they write a little thing saying like, oh, for kids who write letters to Santa, or like they misspell and they write Satan. There is a group of people who volunteer to write letters back to these kids if there is a return address. But there are also other letters that people write to just nobody, or they write it to like other things out there. Like I remember reading on, I think there's like a specific website for these types of letters, but it's actually pretty interesting. I know a couple people like writing to like God or the afterlife, and some of them are quite sad. Like I know one of them was like written to by a kid and being like, oh, like, you know, dad's not coming back, stuff like that. So it's really sad. But actually what's interesting is that there is a game, it's a horror video game called The Dead Letter Department. And it's a typing game where you type letters of these so-called mail that the address is not able to be read by a machine. So you have to physically type in whatever is written on these letters that get sent out. And then the more you type, I guess the more you get possessed by this demon that lives there. And they're trying to like brainwash you. It's actually a really interesting horror game. It just involves typing. But the atmosphere that it puts you in is very creepy. Like you'll have the stuff that you're typing on the screen change. Stuff will flicker on your screen, but never is there an explicit jump scare. It's just all atmosphere. You'll hear sounds tapping in the background when you're listening to it. It's just you in an empty black room and the sound of your typing. It's very eerie. And if you're like playing the game by yourself, just doing this typing game, mindlessly typing away for like each day is about 15 minutes, you get really immersed in it. So when creepy stuff happens, it kind of just sneaks up on you and you sit there feeling like you're not alone. It's really creepy. It's really interesting. I was watching some people play the game, and I was like, this is really cool. And also some of the stories that they do talk about in this game is a little bit RNG of what shows up, but you will always receive letters that describe real life incidences of like horror accidents. So some of the letters that you can receive is like the Byford dolphin incident, the story of I forgot his name, John something, who swallowed like 37 knives, the knife swallower. People who died burning, just they caught on fire in their own chair for like just human explosion, like combustion, I think they call it. Stuff like that. Just really odd, eerie incidents that have occurred in the past.
There's also less dire issues like illegible handwriting or red herrings in the context clues that make it difficult to find its intended recipient. You name it, it's happened. We've managed to keep the amount of deliveries taken there low, but it's not quite zero.
I can't believe it. I always thought that all of the mail eventually made it out to where it belonged. Even if it took a little while, the idea that there are people out in the village who kept waiting for words from their loved ones to arrive only for them to never come?
Girl, it's not your fault.
That it was our fault?
It's not your fault. It's the people's fault for not writing the addresses properly.
I don't get it.
She's having her existential crisis.
Kale can be really scary. Scolding me when I wake up late, or if I file something wrong, or if I don't tidy up the front desk, or forget to smile when greeting a guest. But even if she's strict, she always says it's because we have to be proud of our work. Because it's super important, and we have to do it perfectly. But if this room really existed all this time, we can't be perfect. Never, ever! Why would she say that stuff? Just to have an excuse to boss me around more?
Well, that's an easy one. Kale heads the undeliverables department. The only staff there, actually.
She never told me that! She never tells me anything!
She means it when she tells you that us couriers have a lot to be proud of, and we always need to strive to do the best we can. But there's no pride in what she does, Rain. I know she can be a stickler, but try to give her the benefit of the doubt, okay? I had a theory I wanted to share with you, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
I stand by my earlier findings. Dandelion never existed. I couldn't find anything. Neither documentation nor my own memory to prove otherwise.
Is it her imaginary friend?
But Mila...
Believes the opposite. Yeah. Even with overwhelming evidence to the contrary, telling you about the undeliverables got me thinking. You accepted its existence as it was, even though it may have hurt and with nothing concrete to back my words. Just a few minutes ago, the undeliverables didn't exist for you. From your perspective, the department was never there. But now it is. Where better than, I wonder, for a letter from a phantom to find itself?
So that means we should head up right away!
It's a nice thought. Unfortunately, there's little reason for them to maintain the stairways heading up from here. And, well, you know, only someone with 2 good wings would be able to make the climb. And getting a guide to take me up would take far too long to schedule in, I fear. Not to mention Kale. No doubt I'd be in for a verbal lashing if she caught me up there. No thanks.
Rain turns her eyes to the looming darkness once more, scanning the unknown. In that instant, she thinks of Mila curled up in the other room, and how she'd feel if Dandelion's final words never found their way home.
I think there are scarier things than Kale.
I wonder how Neve lost her wing. Neve briefly releases the grip on her back to ruffle Rain's hat.
Well, a courier's work is never done. I've got some leads I'm optimistic about today, so I'm gonna head off. Follow me down once you've wrapped up any official office business. You'll make Mizore fret if you take too long.
Rain watches Neve slowly disappear from view as she begins her descent. Once entirely gone from view, she turns back to the door, slowly swinging it open. Mila is waiting on the other side and steps out with nary a word.
It wasn't here either. I'm sorry.
I know.
We've got one more place to check. I know I've said it before, but I'm sure it'll be there this time.
We don't have to.
Of course we do! Come on!
Rain extends her wing outward, silently beckoning Mila to intertwine once again before resuming their journey. Mila hesitates for several long moments, though she eventually obliges.
I know she can't fly, and this is gonna be tough. But I want to see this through together. The letter has to be there.
Is this gonna make me
2 good
cry in
wings
the end?
between us, and that's all Big Sis said we need. I'll make it work.
I feel like this game's gonna make me cry at the end. The two continue up the stairs in relative silence. Oh, that is a trek. As Neve had implied, however, the ease of the journey eventually comes to an abrupt halt, as the girls are met with an impossibly wide gap, and strong winds from holes to the outsides on far sides of the chasm. Oh, here's the puzzle aspect.
It was kind of chilly.
Yeah, we must be pretty high up by now. I could probably carry you over if it wasn't blowing, but now...
Really, we don't have to.
No, it's all fine! Don't worry! Just give me a minute to think of a plan. Now, where to start?
Yay, puzzles! Inspect this sign. Warning, only those with 2 stamps or more beyond this point. All other couriers forbidden entry.
No good.
Well, it's not like I'm able to right now anyway. Let's see. Inspect.
Maybe there's a way we could make it across from below? I don't see anything.
What are you looking for?
I've been thinking to myself this whole time. Mila deserves to be part of this too. Just wondering if there was some way across that we overlooked. Do you see anything?
I can look.
Mila approaches the chasm, looking down at the lower levels of the post office. As she does, her courier cap is stolen away by the wind. No! She reaches for it, leaning further still into the pit.
Whoa! Be careful!
As Mila feels Rain's embrace pull her back, her stretched arm goes limp. The hat drifts down far out of reach.
Phew! That was a close one. Are you okay?
Whoopsies. The response Rain receives isn't the one she expects, as tears start to overtake Mila. As soon as Rain releases Mila, the young Seaborn sprints off, turning a corner and ducking into a nearby room they had passed on the way up. Rain considers chasing after her, but she finds herself unable to move her feet.
Poor Mila. I can't even imagine what she's feeling right now. I wish there was something I could do or say to cheer her up, especially when we're this close to the top.
Unsure of what else to do and in dire need of a helping guiding hand, she retrieves the envelopes of stamps Neve gifted her from her cloak. After giving each glance, realization creeps onto her face, inspiration strikes.
I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work, but maybe she'll appreciate the thought at least? I should grab something for her before I make my way down, too.
Retrieve flowers.
Hello there, Dandelion. You're not the one Mila is looking for, but hopefully she'll be happy to see you anyway.
Foreshadowing, maybe. Birds! Rain slowly descends the stairs, arriving at Mila's room with nary a sound. It's a cramped little space, serving as both a storage closet as well as a pigeon roost. Despite the clutter, the first thing Rain spots is her friend curled up into a ball, weeping gently.
Oh, Mila.
Inspect feed. Huh. I wonder who feeds the pigeons this far up. Mizor, maybe. I guess they could just help themselves too. Inspect pigeons. It's good to see they're all getting their rest in. They work just as hard as any of us couriers. Hello. Oh. Hide feed. Maybe I'll just grab a wingful for later. Yeah. Inspect Mila. It looks like she hasn't noticed me yet. I should probably make my presence known. Retrieve feed. Maybe just a nibble. No, I can't. Well, I mean, I could. But now's not the time to be snacking. Retrieve pigeons. Hey there, little friend. Hope you're in the mood for a head pat. I can pet the pigeons! I can pet the pigeons. There you go. It's helped me feel a little braver too. Thanks.
Hi, Mila, I brought you a flower. Do you want it?
Mila shakes her head, still resting in her arms.
Well, that didn't work. Time for my second idea.
Upwards.
We're pretty high up, but we've still got a ways to go. I promise we'll find a way across. So please, cheer up, okay?
It's not about that. I don't want to go further. I'm sorry.
Huh? But we're getting really close. This is higher up the tree than I've ever been before.
But getting close to what? It's not going to be there.
What are you saying? Of course it will.
No, I don't think so. Mom said Dandy wouldn't have left a letter. We couldn't find it at any of the other places you said it would be. Miss Neve doesn't even think Dandy is real. The way up is scary. And me not being able to fly is only going to make things more dangerous for you. And even if we do make it up, we're looking for a room that you didn't even know existed until just now. Mom and Neve are right. They have to be. There won't be anything there, and it's not worth it. Please, Rain, let's just leave.
Mila? Hey.
I don't know what upwards Mila means.
It'll be there. I promise. And if it isn't, we'll keep looking.
Why do you keep saying things like that? Dandelion didn't send anything. Everyone knew that already except for me.
I keep saying it because it's true. I don't know why your mom said those things or why Neve doesn't know her, but Dandelion is real. With the way you talk about her, how could she not be? And if she loved you even half as much as you love her, she would have left something for you.
You never even met her.
That doesn't matter. I trust you 100%. And that means I trust Dandelion, too. I can prove it, too. Here, look at these.
What the heck?
These are the stamps Neve gave me earlier. They don't print with these colors much, so they're super rare. I don't know how Neve got so many. I'm gonna add them to my collection when we're back on the ground floor. But I think you should take them for now.
I don't think I understand.
I want them back later, so how about you trade them to me for Dandelion's letter? I'm not too worried. They'll be mine by the end of the day. A smile! What's so funny?
It's just... Andy used to do the same thing.
Is Dandelion a plushie?
It's like she could always tell when I was sad.
Dandelion is a dog.
Whenever I started feeling bad, she'd always come over with some of her favorite toys so we could play together.
Hey! These aren't toys!
I know.
I think Dandelion's a dog.
Thank you anyway. I'll keep them safe for you.
Good to hear. I'm trusting you. I do think I'm gonna keep one, though.
Oh, which one?
Trust. What in this shoujo anime?
It's pretty. If you keep the nicest one, doesn't that kind of ruin the point?
Consider it an upfront payment. I'm still prepared to put in the work for the others.
Alright, if you're sure.
Mila, I know it can come off as silly, but I mean it. I trust you. And I'm not going to stop looking for Dandelion's letter. Can you trust me too? When I say that we'll keep going until we reach the very tip-top of the tree if we have to?
She smiles so often that sometimes I wonder how much of it is real, and how much of it is just for my sake.
Get you a friend like Rain.
But even if she's just smiling for me, that's still more proof than I could ever need.
Get yourself a friend like Rain.
I can.
Great. Then let's get back to searching for a way up.
Oh, actually,
Hmm?
I'm not sure if it means anything, but I saw a sign like the one outside on the side of the bookshelf earlier. I should show it to her.
Inspect.
Look, there's a switch on the side here.
Wow! Good find! I'm gonna flip it!
Rain, wait!
Secret passage.
A secret corridor? And it's going up!
What if that sounded an alarm or something?
Well, it didn't. And we have a way up now. You're the best, Mila!
But what if we go in and it
Wait a
closes
minute.
behind us? Or if it's a dead end? Or...
Wait, why did my thing change? I have a hand now. It used to be a wing. Is it because it's his Mila's POV? Objection!
Then we'll find a way out.
But...
It'll be okay. Trust me, Mila.
Trust. Oh, we're back.
Okay. You're right.
Then let's get going. Just hang on for a little longer. We'll be there before you know it.
The two continue onwards, arms interlocked, higher until the stairs merge with those from the other side of the gap, and higher still.
The wind is just about gone. There's no more windows to the outside from here.
It's getting pretty dark, too. I don't even want to think about how high up we are now.
I know. I can't believe Kale's office is even higher.
Maybe she has a secret way to get there. I can't imagine having to do this every time she needed something.
Nah, she could do it. She can fly super fast. It's almost scary. Just like almost everything else about her. Blah.
Blah.
She's so mean. If anything ever goes even slightly wrong, she's over my shoulder in an instant to scold me. It's like she can just sense whenever I screw up. Even if it's something tiny like not washing my feathers after I write something down, or sleeping in for an extra 5 minutes.
Both of those sound like things you shouldn't really be doing, though.
Well, it's other things too. A lot of things, actually. I know our job is important, and we always have to do our best. I just think she takes it too far sometimes. I'm still learning. I wish she would remember that before being so strict and uptight about it all the time.
Either way, it doesn't sound like someone we want to meet up here.
You can say that again. Let's hurry up. We can't be that far from the department now.
I bet Neve is up. Not Neve, sorry. I bet Cat. What's her name? Ally? Kale? I bet Kale's up there. After a long, tiring, but otherwise unopposed climb, the two companions are met once again with a large chasm separating them from their goal.
Wow.
Wow, 2D.
It looks so different up here. I never knew the post office had anything like this.
What do you mean? It's so dark, I can't see anything.
Huh? Really? I guess you've got bad eyes to make up for your strong bones. Be careful, though. I don't know if you can see, but there's a pretty big gap in front of us. Falling from this height would be really bad, no matter how good your bones are.
Oh no. So there's no way across?
I could try flying us over, but the air here is kind of thin. I don't really want to risk it if it means you get hurt.
Then we'll think of something else. We can't stop when we're so close.
Yeah, for sure! Okay, let's take a sec to catch our breath and then see what we can come up with.
Okay. Puzzle time. Inspect. Perch.
Whoa! Look at all these perches.
Is that what these are?
Yeah, they're usually more comfortable than just standing. Not that we could use them anyway. What good is a perch that's hung on a wall like that? Perches are made for perching.
Yeah, puzzles.
The way they're set up is really scary, don't you think?
You think so? I'd call it more annoying than anything.
See this thing down here. It might be something. Yeah.
Wow, there's some cool stuff over on the other side.
Like what?
There's a whole bunch of wind chimes. Really big ones, too.
Isn't it sort of weird to have wind chimes way up here where there's not any breeze?
Maybe they make a sound when a courier flies near them? Sort of like the bell over the front desk door?
But then, who would the sound be for?
Let's keep looking around. I'd love to get a better look over there.
Ooh, pretty.
Would you be able to make it easily if it was just you?
Nuh-uh, don't even ask that.
If you can, you should go. Maybe there will be something over there that could help.
But...
I'll be careful. Don't worry. I know you won't be gone long.
Onwards.
yeah, okay. I promise I'll be back as soon as I can.
I'll see if I can help on this side too. Somehow.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh! What was that?
Flying over was a lot tougher than I thought it'd be. I don't think I'll be able to fly back anytime soon. Deep breath, Rain. Don't let her worry about you. The wind chimes I told you about.
They have such a pretty sound. It's sort of, twinkle twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle.
He's so cute. Ah, I gotta focus. Time to get a closer look at everything here.
Inspect? No. No. Inspect wind chimes.
Just plain ordinary wind chimes hung up with rope. Wait, maybe we could use the ropes to make some kind of bridge? Hey, Mila! I've got an idea!
Really? That's great. Is there anything I can do?
There sure is! The wind chimes are held up by some rope. Maybe we could use it to make you a bridge? We'll need something on your side to tie it to, though.
A bridge that small? Are you sure that'd be safe?
I won't let you fall, no matter what. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Okay. I'll see if I can find something we can use for this side of the bridge.
You've got this!
I'm not sure if that's the... I don't know about that one. Phew, flying with air this thin is tough. Maybe a small break wouldn't hurt. Not much better. I was worried this one was gonna topple right over from the ones earlier, but it feels really sturdy. Actually, why is this one standing up okay?
Tiles on this side, too. There's a lot of claw marks, too. Probably from Kale? Wait, huh? These tiles are in the same pattern as the ones on the other side. There's also a symbol on perch. Were these always there? Hey, Mila! I can't remember. Are there any weird markings on the perches over there?
Weird markings? Hold on. It's hard to see, so it'll be a second.
Take your time. I trust you.
Inspect hall. Still no end in sight, but it feels like we're close. Just a little further, Mila. The stairs just have to stop somewhere. Trust. Through the power of Yuri! My eyes are starting to adjust, but it's still so dark. Oh. Inspect.
Rain, can I ask you something that sounds mean, but I promise it's not?
Okay?
Are you doing okay? You were acting really weird earlier.
Huh? Was not!
I'm sorry. It's just... Why didn't you mention the writing on the wall here earlier? It's like you were pretending it wasn't even there.
What? I didn't see anything like that.
Really? How could you miss it though? It's glowing in the dark.
Well, I mean, it's not even dark in here for me. Maybe that's it. Anyway, do you need a translator? What's it look like?
Oh, actually, it's written in Alchema.
Huh. That's weird. So, what's it say then?
Heads of the undeliverables, present and prior, take your rest once your work is done.
Whoa. Kind of scary.
I know!
What is Kale doing up here?
What about this? Maybe the submarine mentioned is on one of these tiles? No, I don't see it anywhere. There's something about these though.
What if...
There's some marks under each symbol too, actually. Don't these kind of look like the bottoms of the perches? Inspect perches.
Oh! They're super tiny, but I see them now.
Do any of them look like... it's like two big circles?
I see a lot of circles and arrows, but nothing exactly like that. Sorry.
Weird. What do the tiles look like over there? Is there a place to set up a perch?
Let's see. 2 circles with arrows pointing at them. Whoa.
Oh.
Rain?
Yeah? Did you find something?
The tiles over here. They look really complicated. There are a few holes in the ground, but...
Hey, that is something!
Something tells me it won't be so easy. But...
The dev said that this was kind of inspired by Professor Layton.
For Rain's sake, I have to figure it out.
Retrieve perch. I'll just borrow this for now. I promise to put it back right where I found it after I'm done. I want to see if I was right about those symbols. Connect tiles.
I'm still not sure what I'm trying to do here, but...
Oh. No. I have one symbol. Got it.
What's going on?
Mila? Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just the perch. It locked into place on this tile when they touched.
Whoa! Way to go, Mila!
Is that everything we need for the bridge?
I think so. Let me get ready. I'll be back over soon. Trust me.
Okay, go back. Now I gotta retrieve wind chimes.
Okay, come here, wind chimes.
What's going on over there? Are you okay? The wind chimes are out of control.
I need to take them down to make the bridge, remember?
Oh, that makes sense.
Now, where were we?
Is everything okay over there?
Yeah, sorry.
She doesn't have
Hard to get
opposable
this tied with
thumbs.
my wings. I've got it though, don't worry. On my way over now.
I don't know how she's able to do that with her wings.
I'm back. With our bridge. This is exhausting. How does Kale manage to fly like this?
Are you okay? You should take a rest now that the perch is set up.
Maybe. Let me just get this tied up first.
I can do that. Please, don't worry about it. It'll probably be easier for me anyway.
I don't think I can say no to that. Okay, I'll leave it in your capable sea-born hands.
Are we ready then?
That doesn't sound like a very stable bridge. That's basically a tightrope.
Actually, let me test it first. Better safe than sorry. Ah! Are you okay? Rain? I'm fine.
I couldn't see you, so when the bridge fell,
No, I'm okay. But
It only takes the slightest touch for the rope to come undone.
no. This is all we had left. But it's not strong enough. I'm sorry, Mila. I'm out of ideas.
what if we made it stronger?
Huh?
Look, have you ever made a daisy chain before?
Mila retrieves from her courier's cloak the dandelion Rain had gifted her at the start of their ascent from Neve's office. She carefully splits the stem in two, then braids the two halves back together.
Maybe we could do the same thing with the wind chimes?
Wow! That's so cool! You're the coolest!
It's just something my mom taught me how to do. It's not that hard.
Easy for you to say! I can't do anything like that with my wings.
If you think it's worth trying, I can handle it if you can get me the wind chimes.
Sounds like a plan. Leave it to me.
Have to fly back. Hello again. I'm just gonna need to borrow you one more time. Sorry.
Mila?
Mila, I know you can do it. Trust.
I'm counting on you!
The rest is up to you. Connect. This part goes under and then tug. Just getting started. Connect. This feels pretty tight. I think this might work. Almost there. I like how this looks like a rat. With goggles. Done. It's still scary, but I think this is as safe as I could have made it. Now to just tie them to the sides again. Connect.
Okay, I'm finished. Can you get the far side, Rain?
You got it!
Trust.
Alright, I'll fly right above you. Hang on tight to me, okay? I'll keep you balanced, so just keep being brave and we'll be on the other side before you know it.
I don't know if I can stop being scared. But I trust you.
Onward.
You're doing great! One foot in front of the other.
I'm trying!
Onward. This is very involved.
Just keep looking forward. We're almost there.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that?
The rope is starting to snap!
But we're so close! Jump! As best as you can! I can get us the rest of the way there if you do.
Upward. Woo! With the bit of extra distance offered by Mila's jump, Rain is able to fly the two the rest of the way. Their landing is one without much grace, but that is the furthest thing from their minds.
You did it! You're amazing!
You did all of the hard work.
Nuh-uh! I bet you're the first person without wings to ever fly like that before.
Probably, huh?
The girls take a much-earned rest, lying on the tiled floors until their heartbeats return to normal and they can stand without trembling. And once again, they climb, stairway after stairway, hall after hall, until they turn one final corner. Ooh, door.
Is this it? It's gigantic.
It has to be. Something's not right, though.
Huh?
Look, the door handles. We don't have those anywhere else in here. They're hard to use with our wings.
Oh. Now that you mention it, the front of the post office is the same way.
Either way, it looks like we can still push it from this side. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, on 3.
The two girls push and push and push until the aging wood of the door begins to creak in protest. Ooh. Slowly but eventually, the hinges give way, offering Rain and Mila the victory as the door opens and the two takes their first steps inside.
Whoa.
Ooh. Wow, looks like a jail. The undeliverables, Repentance Roost. Though not as bright as the lower floors, the scattering of lamps and lanterns are a welcome reprieve from the darkness they had just finished navigating. The room they serve to light, however, is much less comforting, with a bare floor and no furniture save for the tables for the lamps to sit upon. The undeliverables would make for the most unremarkable room in the entirety of the tree's endless trunk, save for two very important aspects. The room's incredibly tall ceiling, reaching so high it has to be all but immune to the numerous light sources, and the wall of outgoing boxes that match its grandiose heights.
Dandy's letter is somewhere in here?
Yeah, it's gotta be. Let's start looking in the bottom rows. Kale always tells me to sort lowest to highest, so I don't have to waste my energy flying as much.
Okay, but, how will we know which one is Dandy's?
Maybe we can just empty all the boxes for now and make a pile of letters? It might be easier if you can look at them all at once.
Messing up the order of things will definitely get you in trouble, though.
If we get caught now, I'm gonna get in trouble no matter what. We should probably still hurry, though.
Eager to find their prize, Rain quickly makes her way to one end of the wall and begins her search, with Mila following close behind. With every box she passes, however, her energy wanes and her heart sinks. Empty. Empty. Empty.
What?
Didn't Miss Neve say that there were letters that she couldn't figure out? There should be something, even if it isn't Dandy's, right?
Yeah. So, why isn't there...
Maybe they emptied the room after a while, which would probably mean...
It's gone.
Oh no! Rain? What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I really thought it'd be...
It's okay.
No, it isn't!
It is.
Aww.
Why aren't you sad about this?
I am sad, but maybe it's better like this.
Huh?
I was really scared that we wouldn't find it, because that would mean Dandy didn't feel strong enough about me to leave anything. But if they just get rid of the letters eventually, then we don't know if it was ever here or not. If we don't know for sure, then I can just keep pretending that she did.
Don't say that.
But more than that, I'm sad because you're sad. You did so much for me. You don't deserve to feel like this. I really want to cry too. But I feel like I can't if you already are. So please stop crying, Rain.
Rain isn't sure if she feels better, but attempts to refocus herself with a couple deep exhales regardless. She wipes away her remaining tears, staining her wing.
We should probably leave before Kale shows up.
Yeah.
If your aim was to avoid me, you'd have done well to keep your feet to the earth and wings in your cloak.
Hey!
Ooh.
Or, barring that, closing the door behind you so the light doesn't escape. Your lack of basic etiquette has proven your downfall, just as I warned you multiple times it would.
Kale! How is she always able to sneak up on me?
She's an owl.
Please wait. I can explain.
I very much doubt that, but feel free to try. Let's start with an easy inquiry. Why aren't
That's
you
a cool
attending
pose.
to the front desk right now?
Well, there's...
Afterwards, we can discuss the missing hat from our ground floor storage. Coincidentally, the same hat that was assigned to you last year.
Well, technically that was me's...
Or, if you prefer, we can put that aside for now and discuss the mess that was made on the path up here. Alternatively, we can skip to whatever excuse you could possibly have for bringing a guest of the post this far up with nary a concern for their safety, to this specific room where you are nowhere near the appropriate clearance to even dream of holding access.
She's not a guest. She's a courier. Look at her uniform.
Please.
Her frown unflinching, Kale lifts her wings to the air. Her wingspan makes the girls feel smaller than they already are, but that sensation is only compounded upon when Kale brings her wings down with terrifying force. A gust is released that effortlessly blows Mila's coat and barding loose, with a couple portlands falling victim as well.
Enough of this, Rain.
It was my fault. Please don't be mad at her.
Kale shifts her eyes to Mila, holding them on what to her feels like an eternity to the girl, before eventually shifting the rest of her body as well.
I don't think I've had the pleasure, miss.
She doesn't...
Kale raises a wing once more, bidding Rain silence.
My name is Mila. My best friend. Well, I'm expecting a letter from her. But Rain is my other best friend, and all she did was try to help me find it. So please get angry with me instead.
Mila...
All guests of Mortem Post are to be treated with the utmost respect. I'm afraid, however, that I cannot honor your request. This is a place of work. There are rules, traditions, expectations. Countless examples, nearly all of which Rain has managed to break within a short window of a few hours. I'll unfortunately have to inform any guardians you may have of your presence here today, but rest assured that you'll still be welcome to the post with open wings in the future, miss. As for you, Rain, I doubt I need to tell you that there will be severe consequences for your little adventure today. As per protocol, the postmaster will be informed of every last detail.
I doubt Mila's mom will ever let her come back here. And even if she did, I'm sure whatever punishment I get will make sure we can't see each other again. This is it. My time with Mila is over. I understand. I don't care if you want me to polish the floors every single day for the rest of my life, or if I'm stuck on the front desk forever. Even if you asked me to leave the post office, I would. Rain! I promise I'm telling the truth. You won't have to worry about me, no matter what. But before that, can I ask you something?
That depends entirely upon the question.
Even if we never get to talk again, I can still leave Mila with something. A clue to keep chasing after to find Dandelion's message. She may not be able to get to it right now, but I know she'll be able to find it someday. Maybe Big Sis would even be able to help. Where do the deliveries go after they leave this place? I know there should be at least a few things here, but all of the boxes are empty.
Well, that's a curious piece of knowledge.
I think
Oops.
so.
That's a curious piece of knowledge you found for yourself. Am I to assume that you at least know the general purpose of this department? What should I spend with $10? Bad advice. As much cake as you can buy with $10. Get a slice. I'd never go wrong with cake. Never go wrong with cake. Or food. I don't know. Whatever you want. Do you like sweets? Hi, Crew. Do you like sweets? Do you like cake? I like cake is 10 plus. You can get a slice. You can get a singular slice of cake. Or you can go get like a tart or something, like a pastry. Pastries are like about less than $10. And if you have less leftover money, you can get yourself like a soda. Maybe. Arizona's are still like $1.99. At this hour, there's convenience stores open 24 hours. I don't know where you live, but there's always a convenience store open at this time.
Very well. This is a lesson you ought to learn sooner rather than later, in any case. You're operating on two incorrect assumptions, however. Allow me to clarify before continuing. 1. Not all of the boxes are empty.
Kale looks upward into the darkness. She stays unmoving for several minutes, leaving Rain and Mila uneasy and uncertain. At long last, however, the topmost box in the far left begins to emit a faint glow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rain counts Kale's wing beats as she prepares to take off, her mentor bending her knees with every flap. On 6, she takes flight. The girls watch in amazement as Kale speeds through the air, skillfully slowing herself as she reaches the ceiling. At the apex of her ascent, all that's visible from her from the floor is what the glow illuminates. She floats expertly to the ground, letter and wing. With just as much finesse, she opens the lip of the envelope with the side of a feather.
Hey, you can't just...
Nice. Yeah. Thank you for the 1 gift sub. Thank you, crew. You could get yourself cake. Although it's not my Not my cake. But thank you. Like she had before, Kale again raises a wing to Rain, demanding her silence as she quietly reads the context of a letter to herself. Her eyes shift back and forth, absorbing every written word to memory with precision and care. As she does so, the intensity of the shine continues to increase, forcing Mila and Rain to look away. And in an instant, the light is gone. When Rain turns her head back, Kale stands there empty-winged, with only the faintest of glimmers escaping her grasp before disappearing to nothing.
2. No delivery ever leaves this room.
What happened to that letter just now?
Miss, have you been taught about the cycle of magic yet?
Oh, what?
Huh? Me? Our food and clothes have it, right? And it has something to do with the letters?
A good enough foundation. For the sake of being thorough, allow me to walk you through the rest.
Lore!
All of us, outside of you Seaborn, are born with at least some amount of magic. The Earthfoot people are special, with them having and generating a much larger quantity. As such, they imbue their creations, meals or clothing with excess magic. By wearing or consuming these, we take their magic into ourselves. Said magic is a subtle thing. In truth, its only practical function is to lengthen our lifespans as far as they can reasonably go. It's not infinite, however. When someone passes on, whether through natural causes or otherwise, that magic remaining within has to go somewhere. And for reasons we have yet to uncover ourselves, that location is the top of this tree.
And the magic turns into letters?
Or rarely a package, but yes. Thoughts, feelings, unfinished business, imprinted directly onto the soul, made manifest in our humble mortem post.
Does that mean if you don't have a lot of magic, you won't get to send any letters?
Seaborn usually only get one, but the other races can send multiple before the last of their magic dissipates. We have records of a few Earthfoot who sent down well over 100 deliveries. Magic is an impatient thing, however, and it isn't keen to wait. If we fail to do our duty and deliver these messages to their intended recipients on time, well, you have first-hand experience with that now.
Why don't they just disappear after they get delivered?
Good question, and one without a satisfying answer. Our best guess is that delivery is bound to its recipient in some way. Once a letter or package reaches its intended destination, it's able to maintain a tangible form. In any case, I apologize for the long-winded explanation. I hope you'll see that it was necessary to fully answer the question at hand, however.
So, I couldn't even give Mila another thread to pull at? I'm so sorry.
That letter you just read, is there any chance it could have been from my friend? Her name was Dandelion, but I called her Dandy. Also, you spell my name like...
My sincerest apologies, miss. The contents of the message are strictly confidential. I can assure you that nothing in it implied that it would have been for you at least.
Oh.
So long as your friend has imprinted the appropriate information, you needn't worry. A delivery doesn't expire for a full 3 weeks after it is initially left in our care. A more than sufficient amount of time for it to go through our system.
All Mila can offer is a gasp and a small sad nod.
3 weeks? Then... this is just so frustrating! Everything we did, and we're just gonna end like this? Without even a tiny bit of good news for Mila? And we're probably never gonna see each other again? And Kale's just standing there like nothing's wrong or even weird, and talking about following rules or whatever, while breaking just as many as me. Why were you even reading it anyway? Not opening mail that doesn't belong to you is the very first thing we're taught. Did you forget? In sorting top to bottom, you say we start at the bottom and that it's just to not stress your wings, even though I think it's easier to remember. You always get so mad at me whenever I start at the top, but you get to it with a much bigger set of bosses and treating our guests with respect. If the letter wasn't important, we wouldn't have all this way. And you're just gonna pretend that doesn't matter? If we respected our guests, we wouldn't need to break the rules to help them.
Rain.
Have you gotten it out of your system? Are you satisfied?
No! But what else can I say? At least when Neve bullies me, it feels like she still likes me. You're just evil.
Evil, am I? And who are you to place that judgment on me? This room operates on a different set of rules than the rest of the post office. I'll have you know I've performed my duties to the letter. Surely you noticed how difficult the journey was to reach this department. How even if you could simply fly up by yourself, you tire long before making it here. Or even the size of the door, and how you must have struggled to push it open. These were deliberate choices made by the first generation of couriers. Sorting from the top two was a specific instruction left behind. These three things all serve an identical purpose.
I don't think I understand.
It's to exhaust and fatigue the head of the undeliverables department.
What? Why would the post office do something like that?
As I've told you countless times before, we have what I consider to be the most important job in the world. We have a duty to every person in Vitae, alive and otherwise, to deliver the final words of those who have left us. To fail in this duty is unforgivable, and so it is the responsibility of this department, my responsibility, to shoulder the weight of our office's sins.
What?
That's horrible.
Rules like that shouldn't ever exist. What good does hurting ourselves do for anyone?
On that point, you, myself, and everyone else who currently knows of the department can agree, but the traditions of the post are sacred. And so, every time a delivery becomes impossible, I make the trip. In the rare case where two appear at the same time, I make it twice, each getting the proper attention it deserved. And 3 weeks later, when it is time for these people to die their second deaths, I return to hear their whispers. For no one deserves their final thoughts to go unheard.
I want to say something, but I don't know what.
All the while, far below on the ground floor, I push, aiming for perfection in myself and those around me. So children like you can grow up and remain proud of your home, hoping you never need learn of this room nor inherit my title. If that makes me a villain, then I shall gladly clip my wings and fall to the deepest depths when my time comes.
Kale,
Out of questions, I should hope?
Mm.
Very good. I've still some business to attend to. I would appreciate it greatly if you two were to step outside in the meantime. I'll arrange an escort party to see you safely to the bottom.
No longer willing to allow the conversation a chance to continue, Kale turns her back on the girls. Rain is caught in stasis, unable to think a single thought or move a single step. It's faint, but the sensation of the feathers on her wings being stroked breaks her down from a trance. She looks down, finding Mila's hand.
I think we should go, Rain.
yeah.
The two make for the exit, arms intertwined. The fear of falling never once crosses Mila's mind in the safety of this room, but the act has become habitual after their time together. Neither pull away when they realize how silly it is.
I'm sorry. I took us as far as I could. Maybe if we were just a little faster?
You did so much more for me than I thought anyone ever would. I'm sorry too. I've gotten you in so much trouble.
Rain shakes her head, a single feather falling to the floor as she does so.
We shouldn't be talking like this. We may not see each other for a while. So we should say some nicer things instead so we can leave on a happier note. Thank you for all the fun today, Mila. When you called me your other best friend, you made me so happy. I'm really glad you came by the post office today.
Thank you too, for believing in Dandy all the way until the end. I don't know how long Mom will be upset. And I also don't know what kind of punishment they're gonna give you.
Hello, Kogamiya. Song content movie VTuber. Hello, Amy. How are you? We're playing a game about birds. Specifically, post office birds.
But even if we have to wait until we're grown-ups to see each other, I'll keep reminding myself of you, so we can be friends again.
I can't cry if she's gonna cry too. Keep it together, Rain. Yeah, me too. We'll both probably have a lot of fun stories to share by then. So maybe the wait won't be all that bad.
Is this the game you're talking about on that one Minecraft stream? Yeah, it is. We're playing it now. I must lost my game file with 48 hours. What game is that? Oof. I've been contemplating rebooting my entire PC, like deleting all of my files and reinstalling everything again. Hollow Knight, oof, that would suck. Hollow Knight. Mordor Post, is a special part of the village of Vitae, a place where people are offered the chance to say goodbye one final time. Is this the credits? Oh, never mind. However, today, Rain and Mila chose to part with a promise to see each other again, no matter how long it may take. So, as they prepare to make their leave of the undeliverables, they say their farewells for now, knowing it won't be forever. A glow. Faint. More a suggestion of light than anything else, but enough to make its presence known all the same. Is it not over? Rain stops in place, turning to find its source, her companion following her lead and doing the same. And there, in the top row, second from the left, the small cubby gently shines, its glow already beginning to intensify.
Another one?
As Rain utters her whisper, Kale notices the light as well, and as she did before, she bends her knees, one wing beat.
3 weeks. 3 weeks! But even if it was, it'd be impossible to tell in time.
2.
No delivery ever leaves this room. Kale's accepted that as how things have to be. But
3.
if I'm right, and we can prove it before Kale opens it, maybe Mila and I can perform a miracle.
Woo! Inspect. Together.
Mila, I need you to trust me, okay?
Huh? What's going on?
Hold on to me as tight as you can. Tighter than that if you're able to.
Wait, we're gonna fly up there? Mila considers her friend's request. Eyes darting around, she tries to piece together Rain's plan in the midst of the urgency she's being presented with. It doesn't take too long for things to click.
All the way up there? I can't!
Trust.
Please, you have to be there too. I promise we'll be back on the ground in no time. Dandelion too.
Although hesitation initially overtakes her, Mila steals her resolve with a firm nod. Through the power of friendship! Throwing her arms around Rain's dress and clenching her fist tighter than she ever has before, Mila holds on tight.
Thank you, Mila. Let's give it all we got.
Upwards. Is this music from the game? Yeah. They go like epic anime music. 4. In the same instant, Rain throws her wings to the air, then downwards with every bit of strength she can afford to muster, knowing a swift takeoff would be her only chance of outspeeding Kale. A moment later, the two are airborne, Rain's sights set on her guiding light.
Don't you dare!
5. Though swift, Rain is far from subtle in her first moments of flight. She can't afford to look down though. Every microsecond of advantage over her mentor a priceless treasure.
Reach out for it when we get close. Don't be scared.
Okay.
The box continues to shine, growing brighter and brighter every passing moment. Rain grits her teeth, putting everything into the flap of her wings. The strain pairs with the additional weight, driving her to exhaustion far quicker than she ever had before. 6. Rain had lost count of Kale's heartbeats wing beats prior to now, but her heart begins to race as she hears her take off, going so fast to sound like she's cutting through the air. Rain hurts all over. She shuts her eyes to drive the pain away. The light above now so radiant as to pierce her eyelids regardless. Higher and higher, brighter and brighter. Closed in her own world but still bombarded with countless sensations, all begging her to stop. Higher and higher, brighter and brighter. Let's go! Even with eyes slammed shut, the light still overwhelms. Rain's vision is that of nearly pure white, and still it only continues to intensify. Until suddenly it's gone. Rain's eyes shoot open, disoriented and confused. Her head swivels down to check on her friend, heart beating out of her chest. Mila isn't holding a letter. Rather, in her free hand, she clutches a small parcel, though its metallic orange wrapping may glitter in the distant light of the room's lantern. Its radiant glow is faded. Perform a miracle. An indescribable relief washes over Rain, their journey together at last finally finding its happy ending.
We...
As Rain allows herself to let her guard down with her job finally done, her muscles relax and the immeasurable exhaustion she put herself through the flight catches up to her all in an instant. The world goes black once again and the two begin to fall. Dandelion. It's Dandelion. Hello, I don't understand that word. As Rain comes to, she finds herself still mid-flight, though not due to her own wings.
You're awake.
No sudden movements. We're almost there. Keep holding on to her, miss.
Hey, you're finally. She and Mila lie on the back of Kale, wings outstretched and cloak held as tightly as their wings can grip, forming a makeshift net. It's unstable, but good enough to provide a small sense of safety as they float gently to the bottom. The soreness throughout her body is not overpowering, but the feeling of one of Mila's arms holding her close feels even stronger, almost managing to dampen the pain. True to Kale's promise, the three eventually make their landing. Kale kneels down, allowing for the girls and Issa to disembark. Mila falls first, eager to have something beneath her feet again. Rain follows soon after, though her landing is considerably more wobbly. Freed from the additional weight, Kale stands upright once again and turns to face her previous passengers.
Lie down if you need to, Rain.
Thank you. I'm okay, though. I think.
Kale shows her focus to Mila, only to find the Seaborn girl offering up her parcel.
I'm sorry. I don't want you to get in trouble either, Miss Kale. If you need to look at it first, then...
If only for a split second, the tiniest trace of a smile finds its way to Kale's lips, that was quickly dispelled with a shake of her head.
It's not my mail to open, miss.
The energy in the room shifts as Mila pulls the package back down. Nary a sound echoes through the room, save for the gentle flicker of flame. Mila visibly shakes as she takes her first tug at the twine, the adrenaline of her flight intermingling with her nerves as the two couriers watch intently. Time moves slow, agonizingly so, as the string eventually gives way, and she begins to carefully peel back the glimmering orange wrapping. Finally opening the box, Mila releases a small gasp. She scoops one hand inside to grasp its contents, allowing the box to fall to the floor with a quiet thud, masked by the crinkling of the wrapping paper. In her hands rests a small knapsack, made with the same material as Mila's vest.
Dandy's bandana.
Tears begin to well in Mila's eyes, satisfied just by the gift's wrapping rather than its contents.
Keep going. Keep going.
Mila is reminded that there was still yet more to go, responds with a nod. Though her hands shake even more intensely than before, she pulls out the cloth with as much care as she can muster. At last the fabric comes loose, covering Mila's hands as it falls. Rain and Kale share a confused look. Mila's reaction is much more severe, with her trembling worsening and her tears quickly escalating to sobs. It was a pet. A small plush mouse, smelling faintly of mint.
Her favorite.
Mila instinctively tightens her grip on Dandelion's gift as a flood of emotions escape her body. The two Galekind watch in silence, trying to piece the puzzle in front of them together. Kale is the first to make some form of realization, bringing a wing to her chin.
Miss, is it possible, by any chance, that your
It was a
friend
cat!
never knew how to write?
Mila hears a question but can't even begin to form a word. Thankfully, Kale is able to intuit the answer all the same.
I see. So that's the way of things.
Wait. Huh?
Kale's question provides just enough to give Rain the extra help she needs to reach the truth.
So, Mila's best friend, who she did everything with.
It's a cat!
But I've never heard of anything like this happening before. Kale just told us it isn't possible. Only people have magic, and you need that to send mail. Dandelion would have had to...
The cloth! The cloth has magic. The final piece slides neatly into place. Intentional or no, little Dandelion was given the gift of a tiny amount of magic. Courtesy of the Earthwood magic, embedded cloth and Mila's mother's handiwork. And when the time finally came for Dandelion to make proper use of that gift, she knew in her heart what she wanted to do. Aww! Whee! If she was certain Mila would be sad. Wait, I'm gonna cry. Though she was certain Mila would be sad, Dandelion had the words to tell her how much she meant to her. And so instead her final act was a familiar one. No! Sharing her favorite toy with her favorite person. Hoping it once again bring a smile to her face. Mila brings it clutch close to her chest, holding onto it as if it were at risk of flying away. Grief, love, joy, loss. Mila's tears are aimless and shows no signs of slowing. She chokes as she catches her breath, and Rain spots her opening. Aww. She closes in on her dearest friend, wrapping her wings around her in the closest a Gale kind can manage to a hug. For the first time, the two are comfortable enough to cry together. Y'all, I have tears streaming down my face.
I'm deeply sorry for the severe clerical error our office has made and the trouble it has caused you.
This is so cute.
Nevertheless, it fills me with an abundance of joy to see your parcel safely delivered. I'll see to it that you make it to the ground floor whenever you're ready.
The head of the undeliverables readies for the door, although turns back briefly to address her subordinate.
Unfortunately, I can't go against protocol. I'll still need to report this incident to your grandmother.
Rain doesn't respond, nor does Kale wait for her to. Whatever may come of this will be an issue Rain can handle tomorrow, but for now, all that matters is this moment. She manages a smile as her tears continue to fall.
You did it, Mila! We did it!
Thank you, Rain. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I owe you more thank yous than I could ever give.
How about one more, and we'll call it even?
Okay. One more.
Mila takes a moment, trying to hold back her tears just long enough to make this last thank you special.
Thank you, Rain.
Aww.
And farewell, Dandelion.
Woo. Woo.
Morning sun, chirp of birds, a gentle breeze,
Not the music.
a letter
Oh, they're so cute.
place,
Oh,
but
I love the art.
all the same. Rain, sleet, or snow,
This is so cute.
count on me, we'll find it atop the tree. Hail won't scare us, wing in hand, in wing. A ring of the bell, the
Dandelion's dead.
can't wait for a while.
This is the post office of farewells, so when people die, they send letters to their loved ones. So their job as post office people is to deliver these final letters to the recipients of their last words. It's called Mortem Post for a reason. They don't explain it at the beginning. This is really sad, it is. It's so cute.
Take a step and you can soar to greater and greater heights. Onwards, upwards.
Aww. don't know who those other couriers were. This is sad, but it's cute. Like it's a sad and a happy way, you know. Her cat left her the gift because it knew it would make her happy. As just one last final farewell. It's so cute. Far from the hustle and bustle of the capital Volcamia lies a small coastal village by the name of Vitae. In the mornings, those who live near Earthfoot residences are awoken by the scent of fresh bread being baked, and cloth being spun, magic imbued within every creation. Throughout the day, Seaborn work tirelessly, hammering of nails and sawing of wood being telltale signs of their presence. Though few in number, you can seemingly find one just about anywhere you go. As the sun sinks low, the spark bounds make themselves known, the quiet humming of their devices serving as a familiar ambience, as well as a promise that tomorrow will awaken to some new manner of convenience or innovation, though whether it'll last till the following sunset is always an uncertainty. However, on the far eastern outskirts of the village, there lies a place that has proven to be unusually noisy today, with a small crowd of residents and couriers alike engaging in small talk around a wooden stage. At the base of a gargantuan tree climbing so high into the heavens that the clouds hide the canopy from view, moored and post, a more modest little post office the Gale kind called their home, where a small ceremony is scheduled to take place today. Kale stayed true to her word. Rain's grandmother, the postmaster, was informed of her granddaughter's exploits down to the last detail. How she immediately shirked her duty, leaving the front office almost as soon as she started her shift. How she brought in a guest into the inner workings of the post office, entirely unauthorized, and how she coerced said guest into digging through the letters of others. How she put the guest through unimaginable danger, climbing to heights of the tree that not even many couriers reach. Mila's mother was told much the same. They were also told of Rain's unbending determination to do right by Mila, stopping at nothing to help a guest in need, going above and beyond what any courier could ever be expected to. Top tier customer service, guys. How despite the danger she treated her with the utmost care and attention, matching her for step, always putting Mia's welfare in front of her own. How she performed a miracle and became the first courier in Mortem's post long history to deliver an undeliverable. The crowd rushes to a whisper, eventually falling to silence as Rain and her grandmother take to the stage. Rain reaches into her cloak, retrieving a simple envelope and passing it to her grandmother. The postmaster opens the lid, revealing a small vertical stamp held inside. With all the care someone at her age can manage, she gently peels the back off. Good night, Turtle. Thank you for stopping by. If you have pets, make sure to give them a good hug and a kiss. She ushers for Rain to bow slightly, and Rain obliges. She carefully finds a spot on her granddaughter's hat and pushes the stamp firmly onto it. Yeah, quack. When Rain lifts her head, she is officially recognized as a one-stamp courier. Oh, those are the credits. The crowd offers modest applause, with her numerous co-workers being notably louder than the rest. Even if she doesn't make much noise, Rain's proudest supporter stands front and center, smiling as wide as she's able. Rain meets her eyes and returns with a grin of her own. On its surface, this post office offers the opportunity for loved ones to say their final farewells, giving those who still walk with us the strength to keep pushing on. However, Morden Post doesn't assist in the severings of connections. Instead, it stands as a testament to how unbreakable the bonds between us truly are, able to transcend the border of the before and after, a celebration of all who hold the love for others in their hearts. A place Rain is proud to call her home, and one Mila is forever thankful to. I got an achievement that says thank you for playing. The end. Thank you for the water break. Thank you for the quack. I take water break. I drink water. All extras have been unlocked in the main menu. Let's look at the extras. Oh. How to not find a hat. Find every possible outcome. Oh, there's more. Bestow a gift to Mila. Not found yet. Read all the short stories. Stories from Vitae. Huh? Where was the option to read short stories? Records. Ooh, lore. All employees of the post are given the title courier, whether or not they were actually tasked with delivery. This is done so to encourage the entirety of the staff to treat each other as equals. Performing the jobs to the best of their abilities. That doesn't say there are defined ranks, however, stamps are applied to a courier's hat. That goes well and above the post's already lofty expectations. The number of stamps awarded at a time is predetermined, but couriers are allowed to choose the designs of their stamps, allowing their personality to shine through in their work. Is this the first playthrough? Yes, it is! I finished the game. And then the extras just unlock a bunch of lore. Just like lore. And then these are the different types of creatures that we had no idea what they were about, but this is what they are. Seaborn. Long ago, merfolk made their home in the seas. They live easy but solitary lives, only rarely getting to see their neighbors on the land in passing. It's said that one day a tribe of these merfolk expended every note of their magic to replace their fins with legs, finally able to stand hand in hand with their once distant friends in exchange for never being able to regain what they had spent to achieve this. If this truly happened, it was far too long ago to be verifiable. It's a story that seaborn parents pass down to their children all the same. Gale kind? Gale kind are these birds. They are born into their duties, are most free to leave at any time. They find their close-knit familiar ties as they form in their offices comforting and agreeable. Thank you! They often come across as somewhat reclusive as a result, but their dedication to their duties is undeniable proof of the love they hold for their communities. Earthfoot. Wait, they're rabbits? Are valuable citizens holding a great excess of innate magic. They imbue traces of magic into creations, offering as a gift to their neighbors. There's a tradition which they will adopt a seaborn child, providing their first waddles as well as their additional set of clothing and their favorite meal each birthday until they reach adulthood. And then the Sparkbound. Ah, they're mice! Cute! Names. And then these are the different types of names. This is so, like, in-depth of lore that they decided to include it and was like, oh, this is the stuff that we didn't get to add in the game, but this is like the world behind it. It's pretty cool. From like the calendar to the magic system to the races. Cool. And then like the world itself, jobs. Oh, here's the stories. These are just extra short stories.
Are you doing okay, Mila?
Is Rain still going to get in trouble?
Wait, you have side stories? Not an answer to your question, but a response all the same. A small victory that Neve was willing to accept.
I'm sure she'll be fine. And even if she ends up in some hot water, I'll work some of my magic. Don't you worry.
Less of a victory as Neve originally thought, perhaps. Is it any wonder, Neve thinks to herself, after the little things Mila did, heard her say about Dandelion just hours before? The two continue their journey in silence. Neither truly acknowledge the other's presence. The thought at least occurs to Neve to try at least, but every time she finds herself quickly pushing that bridge, she backs away just as quickly. So they walk step after step until the dirt roads beneath them give way to familiar cobblestone streets to Vitae.
You two really had me fooled.
It's not much, not anything of substance really, but with the village signaling the end of their journey together, soon coming to a close, the courier finally speaks up, if only to add to the quiet chatter of the various spark-bound going about their daily tasks now that the sun had set.
To think you were sneaking around my office and I was none the wiser. You and Droplet must have felt pretty crafty after that little plan of your—
Miss Neve, how did you know Dandy's package would be up in the undeliverables?
Neve's pace begins to slow, coming to a full stop ere long. There are layers of truth to any petitional answer that she may give, and she struggles to decide how to dig deep into her response.
Hey, that Cafe Dan Seafoam should be open for a little longer, I believe. We should grab you and your mom some dinner before we get back.
Huh? Oh, you don't have to.
I know your mom well enough to assume she hasn't even thought about eating anything after you didn't get home in time. Let me handle it tonight.
If you're sure.
The two adjust their plans, Neve hoping her small tangent will give her enough time to put her thoughts in order. The Earth's owner was all too quick in assembling their order. Much to Neve's dismay, the two make their leave of the little shop with bags of rolls containing various savoring fillings, light enough for Neve to cradle in her wing despite Mila's offer to carry instead.
With that all sorted, I believe I owe you an answer.
Mila looks up expectantly, her pace matching Neve's step for step. Without the luxury of time, the courier would do what she always does, go until she feels content to stop, and so she begins.
I didn't know Dandelion's package would be up in the undeliverables. I just wanted to believe it was. I'm sure you heard that answer earlier when I said as much to Rain, though. We never automatically assume something is an undeliverable. Every single letter or parcel that falls from the tree is given its due diligence, through my department specifically. I remember having marked a couple deliveries as undeliverable some weeks back. When Rain came asking about Dandelion, something clicked. That's all.
Oh.
Her response is like a knife through the Galekind's heart. It was an uncomfortable admittance, but one she thought the girl deserved to hear. She had thought to end her explanation there, to preserve even a glimmer of how Mila once perceived her, but that opportunity has long since passed the two by.
Even if my hunch proved correct, I still hadn't the faintest idea of the truth behind everything. Honestly, it's haunting.
Mila keeps her eyes trained on the courier, though. Neve averts her own, focused on the path ahead.
It's such an obvious answer with the gift of retrospect, but it never once crossed my mind. Even then, I feel like I was so close that if I dug even just a little deeper...
A sigh.
Droplet handled herself excellently, no matter what Kale may have thought in the moment. And of course, it was a relief to see a smile on your face again when we met on the ground level this evening. It's been at the forefront of my mind all night, though. The thought that you weren't the first I could have helped if I hadn't given up after the typical cursory checks. How many smiles like yours have I robbed from Vitae? I wonder.
Finally listening to herself and realize she likely overstepped, Neve turns her eyes downward in her companion once more. As she does so, Mila dodges her eye contact, returning to Dandy's parcel.
Sorry about that.
The courier leans down, placing the bag gently to the ground to free up her wing. Though hesitant, Mila's eyes eventually meet hers again.
I know today was more than a little scary, and you must be exhausted. All I'm saying is a lot of what happened today is my fault. I'll make sure the postmaster and your mom know as much. So please don't worry about yourself or Rain, okay?
For the second time this evening, Mila takes Neve off guard, responding to her assurance by placing her parcel down and wrapping her little arms around the courier's neck.
I don't want you to get in trouble either.
It's fine, Mila.
Aww.
It's not. Everything with Dandy happened the way it did, but I know you still tried your best. I know you did.
Mila's eyes beginning to well with tears is a familiar sight, and one that's caused Neve much grief for the last few weeks. In this moment, however, they aren't entirely unwelcome.
Not when you still visit us almost every day, and always share stories with me, and bring over fruit sometimes for no reason. I think Rain is the coolest courier ever, but you're still the second coolest, and you'll always be one of my heroes, Miss Neve.
Neve finally makes use of her free wing, wrapping it around Mila with a smile.
I'll take second place. Thank you, Mila.
Neve promises to do her best to stay out of trouble, and Mila's tears eventually dry. Mila helps her pick up the bag of rolls before retrieving Danny's package, and the two finally head for Mila's home with just a bit more pep in their step. Wait. That was all of them? No, it was just one. Okay, I don't know what happened. That was cute! Okay. There's like a bunch of lore and a bunch of short stories. I'm not going to go through all of them. The Steam Summer Sale, this is on sale right now. I have the link in my YouTube description, but it is called Upwards Rain Post Office of Farewells if you would like to get it on Steam. It's really, really cute. I recommend it. It's all fully voiced. The art is really cute. I really like it. Really good story. And by the way, as someone who's played visual novels in the past, it was really interesting having like the text bubbles pop up in a comic book style on the screen. So I usually don't see that in stories. Normally it's like text on the bottom and then the sprites on the sides that they don't move, and they change expressions. Having the text pop up around places and the use of panels was really interesting. I don't really see that very often. Or I don't see that at all, so that's really creative. I do think I don't know. My thoughts about the game. The story was really nice. The one puzzle at the very beginning with the laundry basket and all of the hat and trying to hide and whatever was very confusing. I didn't know what to do at the beginning. I had to basically just trial and error the whole thing. The rest of the puzzles were pretty simple and pretty easy. So those were nice. The audio balancing could use a little bit of work. Like some audio was like some voice lines were super loud and some were super quiet. Which like I kind of wish they were a little bit more balanced. But you can't help it. Like here, emphasize voices, wait for voices, like there's not. Oh, you could do that. You can set a volume for specific cast members. Okay. I know you could do that. I probably should have done that from the beginning. Like, everybody goes down like 80% to 80, and then Mila goes all the way up to like 100 because her voice lines are quiet. But these are really cool. I like the voice acting. It's really nice. Very cute story. I had basically clocked the thing from the beginning. I was like, it's gonna be a dog. It's like a pet. It's something like that. Because, like, there's no way it wouldn't be. You've got, like, a thing that didn't write a letter. No words written. But it's from a loved one. So it's like, okay, that's a pet. But it still is, like, a really heartwarming story despite it being, like, very predictable. Like, I think it's not about, like, the spoilers at the end. It's about, like, you know, the journey and then realization and being all like, oh, it's really nice. I'm really happy for them, you know? The VOD, as per request from the developer, the VOD has to be privated until the 8th because they want to allow people who have not played the game yet to see and experience the ending on their own to avoid spoilers. So I will be doing that after this. And if you would like to watch or get the game yourself, you can, or you can watch the VOD when I make it public again on the 8th. I will be privating this on YouTube and making it available again on the 8th. So thank you everybody for stopping by. It's really, really cute. I really like the story. Thank you to the devs, Arimia, as well as Studio Élan. I don't know the name. They're in the YouTube description. Let me go find it. Okay, Studio Élan and Arimia. Sorry, I don't know the names. Yeah, thank you. It was really, really cool. Very cute. Really nice ending song. I'm gonna go to bed. It's like 2 a.m. and I've been going to bed at like 2 to 3 a.m. Basically every single day this past since Monday, and my sleep schedule is so bad. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the story as much as I did. I was like sobbing at the end. You couldn't see, but like I had tears going down my face. I love stories that like involve, like, I like sad stories, to be honest. Like, you know, when I was younger, I used to purposely read sad stories on purpose, like to make myself cry. Like I would sit there in my room just reading. I would Google, I'd be like, type up on the Google search, I'd be like, sad short stories to read. And it'd be like, ah yes, I'm gonna read sad short stories for fun. And then I'd just be like sitting there sobbing for no reason. But yes, this reminds me of those times. But it was a really cute story. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna think about this in bed and I'll be like, ah, the cat. Good night. Why are you reading out my whole government name like that? Kawakamiya, the Songbird Tengu VTuber. Yeah, that's my whole name now. That's my government name. That's my entire government name. Thank you. This is the Twitch link, by the way. If you all are interested in checking it out. Thank you. I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you everybody for stopping by. It's very nice seeing you here. I will... The most hated Songbird Tengu VTuber. Yes, that's me. I will be streaming, I believe, Friday. I have a collab with Crew and a couple other friends playing Repo. And I think that's it, yeah, for next week. For this week, at least. I'm just saying... Repo Fridays, I streamed this today, and then that might be it. But I will see you then. Good night. Bye-bye.